Hello there, good morning, welcome back to Crafters TV. Oh, it's hump day. It is Wednesday. I hope you are having a brilliant morning so far. There's an action-packed day coming up for you here today on Crafters TV. We're all in fine form this morning. Everyone's been doing their animal impressions this morning. It's sort of a vocal warm-up this morning. I was definitely the loudest chicken and the loudest monkey, but I fell short on my dinosaur, I'm afraid. Debbie's here with me. How are you, Debbie?
You didn't fall short, Joe. I caught you on video, so we'll show that later. It was very funny. Yeah, I'm really well. Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Call. It's a glorious morning.
It really is.
Have been loads of laughter already in the studio, and yeah, animal impersonations, mainly by our Joe this morning. So.
Well, you know, got to do your bit, haven't you? Loads coming up for you. Not just myself and Debbie today. They are here and they are going to be joining us all day today. They are trouble, these two, but I couldn't be more happy to have them in the studio. Carol and Hayley are here. How are you, ladies?
Yeah, we're well, thank you. Yeah.
I'm excited for the mischief and the fabulous demonstrations. You've got loads of new stuff for us, haven't you? It's going to be an exciting day and lots of demonstrations coming up too.
Yeah, from both of us today, so we're treating you.
Right, don't go anywhere. The ladies will be joining us very, very soon. I know the products are showing sold out on the website at the moment. They will go live every single second, and when they do, I'll be sure to let you know. Let me give you a bit of a heads up when everything is coming up for you today, because I know we have the daylight saving over in the US, so times are a little bit off kilter. But of course, here we are, 10 AM till 1 here in the UK, which is of course 6 AM East Coast, 3 AM over on the West Coast. Then we have the craft along coming up a little later for you. That's 2 PM here in the UK, 10 AM East Coast, 7 AM over on the West Coast. And then finally, Creative Cravings brings the day to a close for you at 6 PM here in the UK, 2 PM on the East Coast, or 11 AM over on the West Coast, which is fabulous. If you want to get in touch with us, you can do so in all the normal ways. Lots of you tuning in and saying hi already. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. I see Debbie is here. She says, hope you have a good show. Gemma is saying hi everyone from Chesterfield. Rhiannon is in as well. From Ballarat, Australia, says hope everyone is well on this Wednesday. Val's in from Southampton, I can see. She says, I love the Dreamies. So hi to Carol and Hayley too. And Hayley, Ralph saying a good morning to everyone. Right, I guess we best kick things off with something that we launch every single Monday. And this week is no exception. It is, of course, this week's Get It, Got It, Good. This week's as well is the fabulous Gemini Mini, this small machine which has a mighty amount of pressure still and is brilliant if you want to do some speedy crafting. This here, you get the machine. What you're also going to get is the 3-pack of the plastic folders, and you're going to get the purple shim in there as well. You're not paying for those, which is nice. That's a saving of over 15%, which is glorious. Make sure you snap that up. $29.99 and $44.95 is your price. Make sure you grab it before it goes back up, because of course Monday we will launch a brand new Get It, Got It, Good. Yeah, good.
I love that one. It's the best one yet.
It is good,
It's because the Mini is such a good machine. If you haven't got hold of it, honestly, give it a try. You'll wonder what you ever did without it.
Absolutely.
It's that good. Yeah,
yes.
amazing.
Super speedy. So make sure you grab that before it goes up in price, of course, when we launch a brand new Get It, Got It, Good on Monday. Now, what we have got here, of course, is today's, is an amazing deal on these. And the original ones of these, this was something that you put together, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So I had an idea of putting sort of curved borders along with your words as well. Just something I thought would work really well. You know how I love an edgeable, Joe. I just love the concept of them. And then the team went and done bigger edgeables, which are amazing. So these ones actually tell that story. I love this one because from our family to yours, I feel like it's all year round, whether it's for Easter cards, whether it's for Christmas cards, or whether just sending good wishes to anyone throughout throughout the year. So that's a really great sentiment to have. Then we've got the It's Your Special Day. So if you've got weddings that are coming up, anniversaries, all those sort of things are just going to look amazing.
I
But
love
actually,
how regal that
that
one
I
looks
love
as
that
well.
one.
Yeah,
It's
cool,
beautiful,
isn't it?
It's like the fleur de lis, isn't it? It's just a beautiful edgeable on that one. Each edgeable is very different. This one's very swirly and lovely, so sending all my love. Then we've got the With Heartfelt Sympathy, one of those cards that is difficult to do, but when you've got a die like this, you can do something really simplistic and so very pretty. And then we can't have ones without a happy birthday. So we've got the happy birthday to you, and then the last one is the thank you so very much, which is absolutely stunning. So let's just bring in some of the samples we've got of these, just to show the different ways of being able to use them. So you can see they're quite a long die. They fit perfectly on your DL size cards. So popping them onto there, keeping them quite sort of just white and really beautiful. What about having them down the sides of your card? So I love the way we're going to make one
really cool.
similar to this, where you can actually have that gatefold opening. You can put them onto bigger cards, so it doesn't matter, and they can go either way, so whichever way you want to put them, or use them as panels on your dies, just
cute.
like this. Yeah, really nice, just acts as a little bit different. We're going to be doing one very similar to this one, where you've got that gatefold opening on the inside, and then yeah, they're absolutely stunning, Joe.
Yeah, really gorgeous. You're going to get all 6 of them for that price as well. You've got a great saving there, $31.18 or $35.88. They should be £13 or $15 each at the full price. So definitely worth considering getting the whole collection there on those. If you are a UK customer as well, remember you can spread the cost of your shop interest-free using ClearPay. The details for all of that and how to set it up are all available on the website at the checkout for you. We are going to move on to these shaped waterfall. Now, these are always so much fun, aren't
Yeah,
they? If you want something that really people are going to talk about when you give them a card with these on.
Absolutely. I love anything that has that kinetic value to it. It just adds something fun and people just want to use it. And I love dies that just work so simply like this, Joe. They look amazing, don't they?
They really do. And then all those embellishing elements on there too, which is brilliant. So you can really create a full project. You can't have too many schmetterlings, Debbie, can you, in your crafty arsenal?
Absolutely. I think it would be such a shame if you didn't put butterflies in them. What you'll notice on these, Joe, is the bottoms of the die match the actual die cut.
Yes.
So even though you've got that same mechanism, you've got the shape of whatever that theme is on that card, which is amazing.
Then you've also got the teacups in here as well. There's always time for tea, Debbie, isn't there?
Always time for tea. If you drink tea, I don't drink tea.
Do you not?
No. What do you mean, do I not? I'm your wife, Joe. How do you not know I don't
You've
drink?
often got a teacup on the go. It must have gin or something in it, I reckon.
Cup of gin.
Must have some schnapps in it or something.
Yeah,
you do like a peach
gin.
schnapps,
I
don't
like
you?
a peach schnapps, Baileys. Yeah,
Delicious.
whatever you put in it would be nice, just not tea.
Just not tea. But again, I think some of these dies as well, yes, use them in this concept of their design. Definitely take these dies and stamps away and use them elsewhere if you want to.
Oh, absolutely. The spoon one is just amazing. I know it sounds really weird, but dies like that, really, I just love them.
He's going to say, I just love a spoon. That's what he's going to say.
Well, I love a spoon as well. Who doesn't love a spoon, eh? Cut out your... She's cheeky today.
That's a little spoon, that one.
It is a little spoon, yeah, a little spoon. Cut it out your mirror card, Joe, and it's amazing.
Amazing. You've also got as well the cupcakes.
Oh, your favourite. Always in his hand, one in each hand.
It's a balanced
It's
diet.
a balanced
It
diet.
really
You
is.
got it.
You've got everything. I love that you get the little candle, the cherry in there, the frosting, all the different bits. I think if you want a set of dies that are going to be super fun, this is definitely those. And also, you know, think about all of the other bits you're going to bring in once you start, you know, incorporating all of your design papers into here as well. They're really then going to come alive. And they're not, I mean, I've seen these put together multiple times. They're not as hard to put together as you might think, are they, when you initially look at them?
There is nothing difficult of putting them together at all, Joe. They're super easy to do and super fun, and they work, as you can see. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how you do them and how easy the mechanism works, which is amazing. And you'll just be making them time and time again.
Really, really cool. I'm going to give you that one there.
Oh, thank you very much.
There you go. So if you want to grab those, $49.98 or $53.90. That's a half price deal as well. So make sure you snap those up while you've got a great sale. Well, it's less than half price, isn't it? Because everyone's going to be using their Club Inspired discount on top of that as well, which is excellent. So Platinum members, you get another, what, £10 off of that here in the UK, which is rather fabulous. Right, we have got loads coming up. Loads of people chatting away as well.
All up early
with
this
us.
morning.
Everyone is up early this morning. Who we got in here? Loads of people saying hi.
What's the time in Australia? Because that's really
They're about
early
11 hours
somewhere.
ahead, I think, aren't they? Something like that. So about 9 p.m.
Oh, so
I do
it's
believe.
evening, right.
Sherry says, good morning from Illinois, US. Hi, Joe, Debbie, Dreamies team and all at CCTV.
I'm so excited the Dreamies are here. It's the
Me
first
too.
Time. Isn't it weird? Because we're all in that same environment, but it's the first time I've met them in person.
Is it?
Yeah. So last night it was really lovely seeing Hayley and Carol
Carol's
and
the one,
Jimmy
you know.
as well.
Carol's the one that's trouble. She looks like butter wouldn't
Well,
melt, but yeah,
well, I
she's the
didn't take any
mischievous one out
notice
of the
of
two.
all the rumours. I took Carol as she came.
She is. They're both.
Yeah,
they
they're
are
lovely,
both lots of
and
fun.
they have brought with them just the most amazing things. So,
They have.
yeah.
I've just heard actually that all the products are live now
I know.
over
Yep.
on the
You can
website. So you
shop
can wait for them
away.
to go live, go over there and fill your boots. We're going to go through those with Hayley in just a few moments. Alison says, good morning from Brooklyn. Kirsty says, I've got the Gemini Mini. I absolutely love it. It's so easier for little dies rather than going through emoji. Evangeline says, hi, great to watch CC shows after a long day at work.
that's nice.
Sarah Brown says, nice to see you back, Joe. I missed you as well, Sarah.
We had Sarah Brown on.
Did you?
Yes, it was the first time I
She
see her.
she is a barrel of laughs,
She
isn't
was
she?
amazing. She was just so this ball of energy.
She
so
really
yeah,
is.
she was absolutely a dream.
Michelle Franklin says, hi everyone, ordered these at the weekend on some other sets and they arrived yesterday, just gorgeous. And Michelle says, morning, I'm looking forward to seeing the Dreamies. Well, you don't have long to wait. In fact, you know what, I'm going to give you the morning must-have.
Thank you very much,
I'm
because
gonna
they are a
head
morning
over
must-have.
and see the Dreamies.
Absolutely. Right, we're going to be showing you these. They are amazing. So all you need to go with these is some stamps. Dreamies have some stamps on today, so they are amazing. What I love about Rocker Blocks is you just really can't go wrong with them. They are absolutely great. We have got the 2 sets. So right through from the really dizzy one, if I bring them in front there, you can see this little dizzy one on the side here. So for your really small stamps, right up to your really massive one here. So all your Rocker Blocks there, you rock them from heel to toe, just place your stamp on them. They're going to be amazing. Is that the price with the ink pads as well? Wow, $39.92 today, which is amazing. $55.60 if you are in the US. Only $9.98 in your payments, which is amazing for your clear pay. So you're getting, let me show you the colours you're getting here. You're getting your pink tulip, one of my absolute favourites. Now, if you don't know anything about our quick drying inks, what these do is literally you stamp and they dry straight away. You can literally brush whatever you want on them and they are amazing. We've then got our Midnight, another gorgeous colour. Then we've got our Friar Brown. We've got some really beautiful colours back in stock here. We've got our Fuchsia. Try not to get the light in there. So it's put it down forward. There we go. You've got your Pine Tree. We've got Orange. We've got our Parakeet, which is one of my favourites. And then you've got your Sandstorm. So all of those ink pads, which is incredible, plus all your Rocker Blocks for an amazing price today. So yeah, grab them, pop them in your basket, and you'll be ready to stamp away whenever you want to. And there we go. So anyway, Joe, what have you got to show us?
Oh, well, I'm over here with the lovely Hayley from Dreamies. How are you?
I'm good, thank
We
you.
haven't worked together for, oh gosh,
I know, it
a
must
few
be.
years now.
Yeah, it must be.
Yes, I'm really excited that you're back
Yeah.
with us here in the studio. Second time
It
I've had
is.
you with us live. Your mum's been keeping me company on a
Yes.
Saturday night on a few occasions via Skype, which has been lovely.
Yes.
In the studio, they're saying in the gallery it sounds weird, like I just Skype your mum on a Saturday night when I'm bored. Which I could. Carol, would you be up for that? You know, if I'm a bit bored on a Saturday night? Carol will be more than up for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Have a little glass of wine or something. Obviously, loads of our customers have tried lots of your products and absolutely love them. For anyone that is new to the Dreamies, though, what is it that you guys do? What is it that you're really passionate about?
Well, initially we started with CD-ROMs, and that was so long ago now, and then we went into stamping, and MDF is definitely one of our hero products, especially at Crafters TV. Everybody seems to love it, buying into it, which is amazing, and it's great just to be able to share our inspiration more than anything. Instead of just the products, it's lovely to just craft and to share all those ideas and to just get people excited about something and keep them entertained as well.
Yes, absolutely. Always a little bit of entertainment. Lots of brand new stuff as well on the show. We're going to start with these. It is your nesting planter collection. 3 pieces within here, which is going to create 3 different sizes for you. Brilliant, brilliant value. As always, $14.99 or $21.68 on these. These are beautiful, Hayley, but really practical as well, I'm thinking.
Yeah, definitely. So the smaller one, obviously, that really lends itself to being a crafty project. You can pop flowers in there and make it more of a decoration. But the other 2, they're definitely a good size for you to use as tool parts, to use for storing your crafty stash. But also, obviously, you can then put maybe real plants in there. As long as you give them a good coating with something that's making it outdoor proof, there's no reason you can't put actual products and plants and things in there. The big one at the bottom I did as just a thank you gift, so I thought you could just fill it with some tissue paper, maybe put some treats in there, some bath salts or something like that, and that'd just be a nice gift hamper, wouldn't it?
Absolutely would. This is how it's all going to come to you then. Instructions included in here, but super simple to put together, as all your MDF pieces are, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. So you just slot the base in initially, and then it's just literally scissor pieces, so you can just see you've got the little slots there, and all you do is just scissor them together, and that creates your little planters there. So it's not difficult at all, and obviously we do give you the instructions, and if you do struggle, it's us you speak to, so we can help you along.
Drop the guys a line. That is going to be really busy, I suspect. That first item, $14.99 or $21.68. Next up, we have got these
nice. You didn't tip them
now. Oh yes, these are adorable, aren't they?
Yes.
Perfect as well for this time of the year. I'm thinking it's your basket artboard collection. You've got 3 pieces, contains pieces, sorry, to create 3 different baskets in here. Just beautiful, these.
Yeah, so we've bought the baskets before, but they were part of a multi-buy with other artboards, and everybody was saying, oh, can we just have the baskets? So we listened to you, and you've got 3 baskets in this collection now. So you can make them, obviously, as Easter baskets. We've also put the word love on there, so back when it was Valentine's Day, that was a nice other alternative for it. But as well, it is just a nice, pretty little gift. You don't have to do too much to it, and it's a nice segue if you've never done MDF before.
Yeah, really nice size project, and again the value is brilliant there. $7.99 or $11.60 gets you what you need to create 3 of these, and they come to you all in these boards. And also, oh, they smell good, don't they?
They do, yeah.
They do smell.
It's
really
only
good.
when we leave the unit that it smells as good to us.
Is it?
Yeah, because when we're at work, it's the normal smell, and then you come out and you're like, oh, yes, I forgot that smell.
It does smell great. The other great thing as well is that you can use your Club Inspire discount even when we bring you other brands that we love too. So Platinum members, you get, what, 20% off of that price. I'm hearing people already multi-ordering on those, which makes total sense. Probably give us one an Easter card. Why not make them a lovely Easter MDF project? The next ones, I think, are going to be super popular too.
Yes.
Oh, it was going to happen, wasn't it? It was going to happen. It is these, the gnomes.
So again, this is something that some of the customers have seen on our social media, and they said, oh, can you bring those, please, just in time for Easter? So yeah, you're getting 2 female and 2 male gnomes in here. So you
There's
can
one's
make 4.
gone missing. It's gone for a walk. It's over here. I'm going to grab it. Back you come, you.
Yeah, so you can make 2 little couples, or you could maybe just make completely individual items if you want, gift them. Again, a great size. So they're about 15 centimetres tall. So you can just layer them up really easily, and we do give you sort of a picture to follow as well. So if you're not sure what to do, you can just follow that. But you can be so creative with them if you want, but you could just paint them. You know, you don't have to add all your little fancy bits on there. You can just give them a nice little paint, and they're really simple and maybe great for the kids as well this Easter.
Yeah, absolutely perfect for that. And also, you know, we've brought you loads of mixed media products recently from the likes of Creative Expressions or different gessos that we've brought you. Think about using your papers onto here too. And the great thing is, you know, definitely if you're giving these at Easter, something you're going to be able to bring out time and time and time again.
Yeah, that's it. Especially
year.
being MDF, obviously, they're not just going to break or anything like that. They are really solid, and they do take all your different mediums, so you've not got to worry about what you're throwing on there.
What's that on there?
That's fluffy stuff. So from
Fluffy
Creative Expressions,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, that looks fantastic. Oh, you're going to have absolutely loads of fun. I put it together. I love that they're sort of a gnome but also sort of a bunny as well at the same
Everything's
time.
bunnies with me.
Everything's bunny. How many bunnies have you got?
2, just
Right,
2.
okay,
yeah.
just the 2. These are going back under there. We'll be seeing those a little later. Next up, we're going to look at these, and they are super fun. And get loads in this one as well, which I think is great. It is this collection of bunting. I mean, how amazing are these when you open these out? And again, you're going to be able to create these and theme these, I'm thinking, in a whole host of different ways.
Yeah, so this is using only a fraction of the bunting triangles. So you get 10 triangles on a sheet and you get in 2 sheets. So
Okay.
if you wanted to maybe make 4 lots of 5 or something like that, yeah, we've used 3, 6, 7 on here.
Yeah.
But obviously you could then maybe draw around them, use them for applique and things like that. You don't just have to obviously use them as the MDF. And once you've popped out all of your pieces, you've got the templates there as well. So make sure you keep those.
Great idea. We'll quickly show you these ones as well.
Yeah.
See if we can do it as seamlessly this time. I think we need to go that way around.
Oh,
Yeah, no, we can't do it.
no.
I mean, it was
Oh, we've got the
obviously. Go on. There you go. But again, the same style of pieces, but done in a totally different way. This one's got that lovely Easter, happy that side, and then Easter on
So
there.
that's actually from another kit. So if you are buying across the board, then obviously you can mix and match all your different pieces.
Should we go back? Because
Yeah.
otherwise it's like, you know, when Ant and Dex done the
weird,
other way
isn't it?
around, it is very strange, isn't it? If you want to grab those, you can. I'd say comfortably 3 projects then. out of
easily.
that,
Yeah,
which
easily.
for that price is amazing. £7.49, that's what, £2.50 per project you're going to be looking at for those ones just there. Loads in that one. Lots of you chatting away. So Alice has placed orders for Dreamies already. Sandra saying, good morning, crafty family and friends. Joe, I do like the new haircut. And have you done anything about your hearing? I haven't done anything about my hearing, I'm sorry. I went to get my hearing tested recently and the lady said she'd never seen such profound hearing loss in someone so young. Yes, but I've still not fixed it and I still can't watch Netflix, sorry Sandra. Joe, Scrap Paper Scissors says, Joe looks pretty in pink this morning, thank you. Sarah Brown would like to have a Skype with me on a Saturday night, why not? And Hayley says, ooh, just put my order in as well. Scrap Paper Scissors says, did Joe get a haircut? I did get a haircut, yes.
It does suit you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
John says I look very Mancunian, is what he said. I'm not sure if that was a compliment or not. A bit of a backhanded compliment, maybe. Let's move on to that next item. These are substantial, aren't they? These next
definitely.
ones.
Yes, so you're getting 6 projects in here, and you do get the little stands as well.
Wow.
So you've got a stand for each of them that just scissor together, and then you can pop it on a stand. So you've got 6 of those, and you've got the hanging pieces as well. So you just stick the larger circle onto the back of them, and you can hang that then on your wall.
Perfect.
You don't have to have string on there or anything like that. And the idea is it's kind of palettes in the background, so you can see all the strips here, so you can follow that sort of design on there and you layer up the outside in smaller pieces. So I don't know if you've ever done like a frame in MDF. Sometimes when you're putting the paper on there, it does tend to almost bevel in the middle, so you don't get a perfectly clean cut. So when you've got the 4 pieces, like the quarters of this circle, it's so much easier to cover. And again with these scraps, so anything you keep in that's just a little bit, it's not really useful for much, you could patchwork it and make it really easy to do and use up all those little bits.
Yeah, and we get different shapes in there, don't we? So we're going to get the circle.
Yep, so we've got
square.
circle, square, you've got hexagon as well, you've got octagon, heart, star, and forgot the last one.
There with.
Heart.
And heart. Yeah, got it. There you go. So all 6 different ones in there, and they are big projects, these two. So you've got a lot of pattern papers that you love using. Maybe it's paper flowers, your foam flowers you want to create. All of them are brilliant. Also, I can see these being perfect if you've got someone maybe moving into a new home, you want to make them up a little sort of plaque that they're going to hang up somewhere. These would be absolutely perfect for that. $13.49 or $19.48 gets you all of those. You're not having to choose which one you want. All of them coming included for that price, which is excellent. Right, next up, we are going to the Easter basket. Now, again, nice, big, substantial size on this one just here. You've got $6.99 or $10.17 in there. It really is big. I think if you wanted to, again, like we said earlier, create something to give to someone, imagine being able to fill these with different chocolates and stuff. And this is a makes two, this one, is it?
Just makes the one.
Just the makes the one. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so the thing is, it's from the same basket art board as we saw a little bit earlier, but it's a lot bigger. So it's about 25 centimetres wide. And then obviously you've got the depth in there. I've just filled this. This is actual Easter eggs. So
is it?
Yeah.
That's an actual Easter egg?
It is, yeah. That will be gone by the end of the day,
It will be gone by the end of the day. There's no doubt about that, absolutely.
But again, you do get your instructions, and it is just simple, slotting together. You can see you do get the overlays as well for the side, so that hides all of your tabs. So you won't see any of your workings on there. So you can see that would just layer over the top there. You wouldn't see any of the slot and tabs. Obviously, you've took this bit out as well. And you do get two sentiments. So you've got Happy Easter and Farm Fresh eggs in there. So you can use them. That's the Happy Easter I used on the bunting. So obviously you can mix and match between projects. And again, you do just get your full instructions, picture instructions as well. So it's simple to follow.
I guess if you wanted to with this as well, you could actually just take that out and have that as two sort of basket-shaped artboards if you wanted to use it in that way.
Or maybe a door hanger.
Perfect.
An Easter door hanger.
Brilliant. And that's why I think it's great to multi-order on something like this. You know, make one up as it's been intended, play around with the other elements as well. $6.99, $10.17 is your price on that one just there. We are going to the Topiary tree stamp set next. Absolutely love your stamps. I know you've been producing stamps for a really long time now. And these are looking absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to share with you exactly what you are getting. Let me show you there on the packaging. It'll be easier for you to see just there. Bearing in mind they are slightly larger than they appear here. This looks like one of those ones that you're going to be great for really playing around with and putting your own stamp on it.
Yeah, so you've got the, obviously the solid bits that makes it really easy for you to then just overstamp with an ink pad and fill in all those gaps easily. But you don't have to. I mean, we've fussy cut a few out here. And for instance, this one, it's been heat embossed. And you can see I've just fussy cut that out and popped the pearls on there. So you can make it really elegant. Or the one on the left there is just, again, a bit of pink ink just around the edge. Or you can see when you do layer up the stamped image over the top on this heart, you can see it just fills in all those gaps. You don't have to do colour in there if you don't want to. You can just build it up just with your inks. It's really simple, and again, just fussy cut it out. It's really easy to follow the design. Yeah,
and really great value as well. Quite a substantial size stamp set, that one. $9.99 or $14.50. Great for doing things like your heat embossing. Great for resist techniques, I bet, as well.
Oh, definitely. But also the little tiny flowers on the stamps, you can just use for little embellishments, maybe if you're building up a background. So we're going to be doing that a little bit later, using the script stamp and then just tying in a few of those flowers just to fill in some of the gaps. So you can really build it up like in a mixed media way. Brilliant
way of using that. So many different options there for you. $9.99 or $14.50. Platinum is looking at £8 in the UK to grab a hold of that. Great value. This next one I love as well because it just reminds me of I know it's just like a cute little flower cart. I think it's going to be so awesome for so many different projects. A really nice size again on this one. And of course you've got the different ways in which you can put this together as well, which is awesome. So really customisable, this one, whether it's a little sweetie stand, pumpkins, you're getting loads in there.
Yeah, so you've got, obviously, like you say, the sweet jars, you've got your pumpkins, and you've also got your little flowers. So this one we've done with sweets. So again, if you really wanted to, you could put little sprinkles in there. I noticed there's sprinkles in the cupcake die earlier. You could pop all those little bits in your jars on the image there if you want to. And obviously, with them all being separate, you can just flip it upside down, for instance, like this one, and use it as a basket. So you don't actually have to use it as a flower cart if you don't want to. And again, you do get the words flowers, sweets and pumpkins as well for on the little sign, and a little box just so you can make it a little personalised sign there as well.
Really cute.
Yeah, they're really easy to layer together and obviously great for colouring, but also great for paper piecing, as you can see on the top there.
Maybe you went for as well, we did sort of a little card, didn't we, in MDF like this, which just kind of matches into. So if you went for that, great to be able to have the stamps to go alongside that as well. $9.99, $14.50 if you want to get your hands on that one. Now this stamp is absolutely, just show you how big it is. It's an absolute whopper, isn't it?
It's
really massive. But really fantastic script detailing on this. And again, backgrounds are going to be brilliant. I can see you using this in a whole host of different ways.
I bring this one back in, you can just see, I've just used it just in little bits all around the edge. So obviously you can stamp it into a full sheet if you want to and do it the full A5 size. But then if you do just want to do a bit of messy crafting, maybe just ink up a small area, you can just add it in as detail if you want to.
Brilliant.
So it's so useful. I use it all the time.
At $9.99 and $14.50 if you want to get that one. I've just come down to have a look. I found it. There's been a lot of excitement, Hayley, about this one. If we have a look, let's go through the pearls first. We'll have a little look at these. I know you bought different pearl selections before. They've always been super popular. 6 different colours in here. Sometimes a pearl is just like the perfect finishing touch, isn't it, to a project.
And they're pretty low cost as well. You know, when you're thinking if you're putting 3 on a card, you can really easily just add those on and not really think, oh, I'm adding weight or anything like that if you're posting the card. So you have got the 6 different colours. We've put them together so that they match all the 3 new paper pads. So if you're buying the things on the show, then they will work together. And you're getting approximately 100 in a pot. So this is a nice little taster. So if you've not had, maybe you say, oh, I don't really use pearls that much, I don't want to buy the bigger boxes that you bring, you can get a taster little collection here, and again it's a nice range of colours, so even if you're not buying the paper pads, they'll work with your other projects as well.
Amazing. So you get about 600 there in that particular collection, which makes them great value, $9.99 or $14.95. This is what we were all talking about today. There's a lot of excitement about this. I think this will go very, very quickly. Something we don't bring you here at Crafter's Companion. Talk us around this and how we're going to use it.
Right, so this then is the pearl pickup tool. So we did mention it a couple of weeks ago when we were here, that I could do with a pearl pickup tool, and I said, oh, you're letting the secret out the bag, Georgina. But this is what you've got then. So you've got the 2 caps that come on either end, so they're going to protect your nibs. But then you've got the wax tip, so this one is going to pick up all your little pearls, so you just dab that onto the pearl, picks it up and then pop it onto your glue. And then the other side, you've got the little pointer that's just going to pop that into the glue there so you can position it perfectly. And again, with the caps it's not going to get damaged, so you can just pop those on. And again, it's branded Dreamies. It's got a nice little lasered logo on there that just says Dreamies pickup tool, which is just cute.
Yeah, it is great, and I think something that, you know, a lot of people maybe use different things to try and pick those pearls up. So it's great to have something that's designed specifically for that.
It comes in a tube as well.
Oh, fabulous.
Don't know where the tube
there is a tube. It's knocking around down there
just
somewhere.
A little plastic tube just with 2 little bungs in each end. So you can keep it in there if you want to, but you don't have to. It can just go in your pen pop.
I don't really have enough of those. Certainly not to last a day. I know it's going to be very, very popular at $5.99 or $8.69 if you want to get your hands on that. Right, next we're going to look at something that's always very divisive.
Yeah.
Is it Sisal? Is it Sisal? What is it? I know your mum says Sisal.
Yeah, I say Sisal too.
Sisal as well. There you are. Moss and Sisal. 30 grams of this. And this is perfect, isn't it, for adding texture to projects.
Yeah, so obviously you can see we put that in some of the planters, we've put it on most of the samples as well. So it's a nice little filler for your flower arrangements and things like that. Again, the Sisal or the Sisal, depending on how you say it, it doesn't offend anyone either way. We're happy with whatever you say. It's a nice base for your flowers. Again, a bit of a filler, great for if you're putting it behind maybe a layer. You just want to add a little bit of texture to your cards. And again, quite affordable for you to add that to your cards and not worry about the weight or maybe the cost of it as such.
Absolutely brilliant, especially on those MDF items. It really does add interest, which is wonderful. $9.99 or $14.49 if you want to get your hands on that one. Now, we're going to have a look at some of the awesome papers that the Dreamies have brought to us. This first set here, Country Kitchen. Now, these are new to us here at Crafter's
they're
TV,
brand
is that
new.
right? Everywhere.
Yeah, they're launching today.
Anywhere. That's awesome. Really beautiful colours and lots of lovely patterns in here too.
Yeah, so I wanted something that is more pastel-y, but again, like most of the time we do put a colour scheme together and it's similar colours, so I wanted to kind of push the boat out a bit, put 2 opposing colours kind of together, but that still work together. And again, you've got lots of different variety then. If you want to go with the pinks as your focal point, or maybe you want to go with the blues, you've got patterns in each of the colours to work with. And again, basic patterns as well, like your watercolour and your spot. So it's not just typically female, you can just use them on any sort
I
of
tell you what I
card.
really love about your pattern packs that you bring is we get lots of each design, don't we?
Yes.
Because there's, you know, sometimes you see a design that you love in a pad, but maybe only got 2 of them or 3 of
Yeah.
them, so you don't use them. With this one, you've got lots of each design in there, so you know you can have loads.
We've got 4 types of double-sided paper, so we're thinking that you're going to use 6 of each side.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you've got a favourite, use 12 of it, 8 of it, whatever you want to do.
Brilliant. So that one there, that is your country kitchen, $8.99 or $13.04 if you want to go for this one. This could be the name for maybe when some of our experts aren't in the best mood when they come in. Moody purple
Oh,
is
yeah,
what we're
it's
calling
corporate colours.
calling this one, absolutely. But really great. And this is going to go well with so many of the paper pads I know that we've bought you, but real striking, this one.
Yeah, again, we don't necessarily do as many bold colours. We tend to be more of a pastel company, but it's really nice then to mix it up a little bit, add in those bold florals. And again, works really well with your gold mirror board. You know, it makes a really luxury card if you're putting it with the gold. And again, you've got the florals, you've got your everyday papers, so it will just work across the board for most things.
120 GSM, so I'm thinking great for mats and lays. Brilliant if you want to do, obviously, put it onto something like your MDF as well, especially if you're varnishing over it. It's going to work perfectly.
Yeah, and your flower making as well, so it will hold those creases if you're putting those into your flowers and hold the shape.
Uncoated, I'm right, so we can ink over that, stamp onto that as well if you wanted. So a really versatile paper collection, that one for you just there. So that one is your Moody Purple. Lots of you ordering all 3 of these, I'm hearing at the moment. And the next one we've got is a Subtle Sweet Peas.
Yeah, so this has kind of got your undertone of greys in there, and it is just a little hint of colour. So again, if you want to pick those colours out, you can put it with your purple cards, your hot pinks and things like that. But it's still quite subtle then in the background of the papers. It's not too much for you. And then obviously, chop out all the little pieces if you want to, build up images. You get some really nice butterflies on the back there. You can just see them coming through. So cut all those out, use them as embellishments. There's so much scope with them, but obviously you can just use them as papers as well. Maybe paper folding.
Really, really great value again within this. Here you're getting 48 of the 8x8 papers there. $8.99 or $13.04. Just to let you know, on that brief, super brief mention we gave you on that pickup tool, 10% of that has gone already. I said it wouldn't last a day. Who even knows whether it will last the end of the hour that we've got coming up a little later in this particular section of the day. Very, very quick, very, very busy on that. The 3D Easter basket is also going very, very fast at the moment. So you're in a fortunate position at the moment. Everything's just gone live. Everything is available and in stock for you, but if you want to guarantee you're going to get your hands on it, definitely think about ordering sooner rather than later. Next up, we are going to move on to the Dreamies Spring Floral 2mm Embellishment Stash. These are a bit different.
They
I
are.
don't recall seeing anything like this from you before.
No, so last time we did bring some other floral embellishments, but we got the tulips on there, so you kind of got a little sneak peek of them. So you're getting 3 sheets, and they do all layer up. So you've got some hollyhocks on there, you've got obviously your daffodil, and they do make some really nice 3D embellishments. So that's the sheet 1. The next sheet, look at these nests. So we've done them in 3 layers, so you get a solid base, and then you layer up 2, and if you offset them, it makes a really nice 3D sort of nest. We've also got the snowdrops on there as well, and some little eggs as well for in your basket. And then you've got slightly larger ones as well of the tulips, the daffodils, obviously hollyhocks, and then some smaller nests. But then if I show you this board, this is how they all layer up.
Oh, it's so cool, isn't it?
So then if I tip it to one side as well in a second, you'll be able to see all the different layers on the daffodil, for instance. So you can see it's got the 3 layers that kind of make the trumpet there and make it 3D, and that's what we filled the box of the planter with as well. If I just bring this down, so you've got all your 3D elements in there, and the little nest in there as well in the bottom, and the moss.
So cute.
Yeah, so they're really 3D if you want them to be, but again, you could just layer them onto a card. You don't have to use them as embellishments like this. They can just be on a flat project, maybe your palette art that we've got there as well. So they are just really cute and fun to use.
I bet they'd look lovely as well if they were, you know, you do sort of the, when you heat emboss it, keep going over it so it's super shiny, I bet with the colour and the shine over the top of that. I mean, so many different things, so many different products you'll already have at home that are going to be brilliant to decorate these with. Lots of stuff going very, very quickly across everything we've shared with you. That pickup tool, I think, is going to go very, very fast at the moment. Annalise says, I ordered the pickup tool and the pearls and the tree stamp. Susie T's loving the papers, as is Sue. Also, Susie T says, so pretty. Everything's so lovely. So, Dreamies, you guys are going to be back with us towards the end of this section. So, in just over an hour's time, we'll have a full hour, and then you'll be back with us throughout the day.
Lots of demos.
What if the stock lasts that long? Very, very busy at the moment. Right, but there is, of course, loads of other great stuff coming up here throughout the course of the day on Crafters TV. And Debbie has got one of those items right now.
Have. Now our Debbie Robinson is coming in the building later, and she's going to be taking over, and she has the most amazing craft along which you're going to love. Now these dies were launched a little while ago, not long ago, in fact maybe a month, 6 weeks ago, and they are absolutely beautiful. The lace design in here are incredible. These are large 5x7 dies. This is the Calais one, so really beautiful. Now look how intricate that die is, but honestly it cuts like a dream. So you're going to be able to create makes like this that look incredible, creating different styles of concept cards and using whatever of your ink pads you've got to put on top of them, because they are absolutely incredible. So that one is your Calais. Remember to get, you know, if you haven't got these, you can get them and then tune in at a later date for Debbie's craft along. The next one we've got is the Chantilly. I love this one. I
want to burst out into song every time we talk about this one.
Chantilly lace
and a pretty face and a ponytail. Sing out,
Louise.
Louise.
I don't really know the words.
I don't know it either.
Need to learn
Doesn't
that
stop
one,
me
don't
though.
we?
Doesn't normally stop me.
No, it doesn't stop me. But look what you can be making with these. So decorating the front of your box. And I'm not kidding when I tell you these cut like a dream. First time in the Gemini. One pass through. Look how beautiful that is, Joe. I mean, that is 2 pieces that have just been like made into a little easel card, or having a little easel at the back. Just being able to stamp, but I absolutely love this one. So using them with the collections that you've got, bring that one in. Really beautiful easel cards. Now that's not all you're getting, is it, Joe?
No, it isn't, because you're also getting some gorgeous cardstocks included with these as well. And really lovely mix in here.
Yeah, do you know what wowed me about these, Joe, was the fact that we use white and cream cardstock so much, and yet we'd never bought out a pad of 12x12 that done these papers in them. So to have a white and a cream in 12x12 in the linen and the pearlized is incredible value.
Really lovely to have those mixed textures as well, you know, half pearl, half linen. Because sometimes it's lovely to have the same colour, you know, tone on tone, but just have it in a slightly different finish. I think it gives it a really classy feel.
Absolutely.
So you're not only getting the neutrals there, but you will also get my favourite. I do love a pastel, Debbie.
I love a pastel.
You will get the pastels, and again in the pastels.
You're rocking the pastel pink.
I am rocking the pastel pink, thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm going to get it again in the pearl and in the linen finish in each of those different colourways. That one,
I know.
it's like a sort of blush pink.
It's
absolutely
so
gorgeous.
lovely, and I love the fact. So if we just bend one of the so they're tone on tone. Look at that. I mean, just incredible that you can make that, and every single colour tone is that tone on tone colour hue, which is beautiful.
And you're getting 48 sheets in there, and both of those massive
dies.
Really big.
Yep, 5x7.
Big, aren't they?
Yep.
All of that for you, $48.95, $55.35-ish price on those, saving you about £15 or $18. So make sure you snap those up. Lots of you still chatting away with me. If you want to get in touch, you can. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Lots of people have got a lot of stuff in their baskets already. I think you need a bit of a chance. Do you think they need a bit of a chance to check out? All right, let's do that, because we're very giving, generous people.
Absolutely.
Debbie,
yeah,
we really
have
are.
time on our hands.
Of course we do. So whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Wow, what a busy morning we are having here on Crafters TV. Lots of you loving everything you've seen so far. Lots of you chatting away as well. Val saying she's got her Dreamies order placed. I'm going to pick... Do you know what? You're so chatty this morning. I'm going to have to pick the iPad up. Can't see it from over there. So many messages. A lot of you still talking about yesterday as well. Sensational Sky says yesterday's Country Lane was amazing. Love the window frames. How about the fabulous SS collection yesterday? Says Scrap Paper Scissors. It's a good thing I was at work. I may have been headed to the divorce court for breaking the spending freeze. So gorgeous. There you are. Sensational Sky says, just thought you sorted your stash. More gorgeous stuff comes along. How do you guys keep doing it? Hayley says these are my favourite pads, especially for springtime makes. Jill's very much looking forward to the day. Sarah's loving all of those broderie on glaze items. Who else we got? Sherry saying how much they love that honey pot card that's there as well.
That's lovely.
Sensational Sky says Cyrus shares the same birthday as my dad, 23rd of April, St George's Day. I think it's a sign from above. Well, you have to believe something, don't you, says Sensational Sky. Keep getting your message into us. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion, if you are across on YouTube. Right, coming up a little later today on Creative Cravings, which will be with George, and also, will it be our Debbie Robinson as well? Amazing. It is the Advanced Twist and Pop with a massive saving on these. So we've got lots of kinetic cards, haven't we, today?
That's a really big
yeah,
saving.
£46.37 or £51.86, but saving you £70, almost $78, which is 60% saving. Different designs within these ones for you. So that is your oval frame that you can see just here. Then you've also got Precious Secrets. I don't have many of them. I'm not very good at keeping secrets, Debbie.
No, me
but
neither.
You've got the Precious...
We know all each other's secrets, don't we, Joe?
We do indeed, honestly. That's why we have to keep each other on side, you see. We've got the balloon bouquet here as well. You will also then receive this one, which is your sending love for all you lovebirds out there. That is your love hearts there, as you can see. It's very difficult doing this sort of upside down and back to front. There we go. Let's pop that down. Next one here. Oh, I do love a cupcake, Debbie. I really, really do. Debbie's just showing off over there with her samples now. Oh,
Do you know the correct way to eat a cupcake?
I don't think there is there?
Yes.
No.
So, do you know you get those cupcakes and they have all that big icing on the top?
Yeah.
And you sort of bite into them and you get all messy. No, you take the bottom off the cupcake and put it on the top and you've got a cupcake sandwich.
Really?
John's like, it works, and then you bite into it, it's amazing. You don't get all messy up your nose.
I'm still too big to get it in my mouth.
No, it's not, because you squash it down. You take the bottom of the cupcake off, put it on top, squish
I eat
it
mine
down.
very delicately with a teaspoon.
Oh, you can't eat it delicate. He's a liar. I'm calling you out there, Joe.
Whenever I eat mine, it is end up, you know, I'm finding bits of it in my moustache for days afterwards. So you also get the presents in here too. You get all the designs there, which is great. Maybe you've thought about these before and they were a bit of a considered purchase. Great to get them once you've got that great saving. They make some beautiful, beautiful cards, don't they, Debbie?
Absolutely lovely cards. I'm really gutted I'm not showing you how they work, because I love demonstrating these because they work beautifully every single time. But being able to create these sort of makes and then having that twist and pop element on the inside. I love the frame one. I think there's so much you can do with it, but for a new home card, that is absolutely beautiful. You can decorate them with whatever you've got in your stash. They can open anyway. Then you've got your balloons. I mean, how fabulous is that? I mean, that is just something really different, and it's going to make somebody smile when they open that card. Whoever you send them to, for whatever reason, whether it's your birthday to celebrate for your cupcakes or a wedding, I mean, that is just absolutely beautiful. Couple more here. So we've got the heart one. I love this one. I mean, obviously hearts for any celebration throughout the year, especially sort of your Valentine, weddings, anniversaries. And then this one I love because it's been done into a photo frame. So with Mother's Day coming up, I mean, wouldn't that be nice if you put maybe the grandchildren in there, or your children, or just your mum? I mean, it's a really special card.
Don't put your mum in, like a picture of your mum.
Well, that's true, yes.
Don't put your actual mum in there.
Your actual
No.
mum in there, yeah. With her children, maybe. But yeah, lovely designs there, and yeah, you're going to be twist and popping them for such a long time, and at that price, they are so affordable.
They really are.
Today.
Not to be confused with the bend and snap. They're two very different things, a twist
Absolutely,
and pop.
very much
Yes,
so.
they are indeed. We're going to move on, though. I want to share these. These are also 60% off. There's some really, really great bargains for you. Bargains?
Bargains?
Bargains. You know what I mean. Good. And again, look, you are saving way more than you're spending on this one. It's the Ornate favour boxes that we're looking at here. So this one's the Ornate favour box. This is your favour box stencil and decorative die collection. That's your Ornate favour box. You will also receive in here this one, which is your Happy Heart favour box. Love that you've got the little heart-shaped top on that one. Then you've got this one here, which is your Country Cottage favour box, and also the Locking Heart favour box too. Really nice sizes, and I think they're thinking they'll be really practical for lots of little gifts that you might want to pop in these.
I love these, Joe. I just think they are super cute, super sweet. You can batch make them, cut loads of them out, creating that little heart-shaped box on the top. I mean, how beautiful is that little box? So lovely. And just doing them in different designs. This is a similar sort of box, just got the different shape on the top. You've got all those beautiful panels, but creating totally different box. I love this one. Done almost like a lantern, but how lovely would that be? I mean, that's even got a Happy Mother's Day
So
on
a bit
it.
of sort of crochet lace on top of it.
It's got what, sorry? Little,
Like
yes,
crochet
little
lace, really lovely.
Yeah, I know, really pretty. I love the fact you can use them at your stash. Another little way to do it is just putting your two hearts together at the top there. So creating your little wedding favours maybe, which are lovely. And then just one more we'll show you doing in our different colours. Just a little birthday treat box. But favour boxes, treat boxes, gift boxes. Yeah, they're amazing. I absolutely love these. And today's price is insane. So yeah,
Really
if there's
great.
ever a time to treat yourself to something you maybe didn't get in the past, now is the day.
Yes, it is, and you're going to get an extra, what, £5.40 off of that as a Platinum member in the UK. About, what, $6.40 extra is what you're going to save as a Platinum member if you are across in the US. So really great savings, but also we're going to have loads of inspiration and demonstrations coming up for you throughout the entire day, as we always do here on Crafters TV. Right, we are going, the royal we.
Royal we.
Debbie, Hayley, Carol will be demonstrating for us for the rest of this show. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a real quick pause, give you another opportunity to check out those baskets. That a few of the Dreamies items are very, very busy at the moment. So we are going to take a quick pause whilst we have a quick turnaround, touch up our makeup, have a sip of our coffee, and join you back here in a couple of minutes with Craft, Chat, Create. Don't go anywhere. And just like that, we are back with you for the next couple of hours here on Crafters TV. Debbie is limbering up in the wings, doing her pre-show yoga. She's just in the downward dog at the moment. She'll be ready to start her crafting any second now. But whilst she's just limbering up, I say hello again to the Dreamies who are back with us here. Oh my word, it is so incredibly busy on the items we've previewed already. But we've got a full hour, haven't we, to look forward to with the both of you. So what can we look forward to from that in about an hour's time?
Well, I'm going to be demoing the Easter basket, so one of the favourites already.
Already very busy, yeah.
And I've also got some bunting to show you as well. And we're going to be layering up some of these MDF flowers as well.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I've got one of the palette art, so we're going to be doing that one. I think it's the heart one I'm doing.
Very popular on that too.
Yeah. So we've got lots of inspiration all day.
Yeah. Amazing.
We're very excited.
We're very excited to have you here as well. We really, really are. So lots of demos coming up in the second hour. Any questions that you've got for the Dreamies, for Hayley or Carol, whilst they are here, get them into us. Do you know something I've never asked you? Where did the name come from?
Well, I was just kind of thinking, I just want something a bit different. So it just kind of plucked out of thin air once. Otherwise, it would have been like pink fluff or something.
Right.
But then
that could have worked.
It makes sense though as well. Like now, you go, it's like the dream. So to be Dreamies is just we've kind of made the dream come true. So it works.
I do love it because you're both you were both crafters, weren't you originally?
Yeah, mum first.
Yeah, me
really?
Mum, yeah, because I used to craft with my mum as well.
Oh, lovely.
When I was a lot younger. So yeah, I've done a bit of everything: cross stitch, knitting, crocheting, sewing, and then obviously onto paper craft.
Yeah.
And then Hayley took up the business and that's it. We do a bit of everything now.
You do, and it's all fabulous, I'm pleased to report as well.
You.
And everyone at home is absolutely loving it as well. Right, see you guys in about an hour's time. Get a cup of tea if you had a bacon sandwich or something like that this morning.
It's
the
on the
cafe's
cards.
very good. The cake as well. Oh, chef kiss the cake. Make sure you try that out too. But before that happens, of course, myself and my TV wife will be here with you. And Debbie, you've got loads of demos planned, haven't you, for the next hour?
Yeah, absolutely. We have got a couple planned of two of one of my favourite things, which is edgeables. So I love that you can do such beautiful designs with these. These are longer edgeables than we normally have had in the past, which means you can fit them on your slimline DL cards, which are incredible. So I love this one. It's really nice and simplistic. Doesn't matter which way you have it. You can have them going down the side. You can have them standing on their front as well, and just create different types. I love this one. So this one is having a temp fold but doing it on a long way, so a really pretty design. Do them in whatever sizes you want, so you can put them on a bigger one and slightly do it slanted at the side. Love that we can always make a shaker card out of them. You know how me and Joe both like a shaker card. And then this one is beautiful, so making a really special card, opening that up and using it as your easel. I mean, how absolutely stunning is that card? But if you want to do them on two pieces, you can put them side by side. So we're going to be making one similar to this, just slightly different. Oh, my table's going for a wander there. So really beautiful designs and lots of different ways you can do with them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got two pieces of card, but I'm just going to get myself ready, Joe. So I've got everything together.
Spring over there.
A bit ahead of myself.
It was that pre-show yoga you've just done, wasn't it?
Spring, that's what it is. It's all these spring flowers about today.
I know, John's very excited by the presence of daffodils in the studio today. He really is. Do you know what? I must say, Debbie, I was out. I think it was the day before yesterday. I was out and about. I was doing my walking tour in Manchester, and it was so sunny and warm, and it genuinely felt like the first day of spring. And everyone just seems to automatically be in a sort of a lighter mood, don't they, as soon as the sun comes out?
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. Summer's just around this corner. We'll be in shorts before you know it, slavering the sun cream on.
I know, it's been
wait.
beautiful with the sun. We're down at the coast this weekend, so I'm really hoping it's going to be nice. It says it's going to be sunny in Great Yarmouth, so that's where we're heading to.
It's always sunny in Great Yarmouth, apparently.
Yeah.
Sun always shines in Yarmouth. Anyway, let me share with you the different designs that we've got available for these. These are slimline curved sentiment dies that you can see here Really cool. And you guys love the original so much that we had to bring you another collection. These ones, of course, that bit bigger. You've got a 40% saving here on these. So this one here is thank you so very much. And you've also got happy birthday to you with heartfelt sympathy. This one here is sending all my love. We then have it's your special day, and you'll also receive from our family to yours as well. All right, Debbie. Gosh, it's a bit angry this morning. 46.76 or 53.82 is your price there on that, saving you over £31 or $35. A lot of you letting me know in the comments that you're on your second orders of the day. There is so many awesome bits that you are snapping up, which is brilliant. Right, we're going to go back to Debbie. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm slamming things about, like, because one of my pet hates is people that leave their dies with bits in them, Joe.
Dirty, dirty dies.
Absolutely. So I'm literally, I was just giving them a little bit of a slam
Who
dunk.
do you think would have used these last?
No, I'm not going to say Craig again. Everyone blames Craig, bless him. It could be Craig, though. I don't know who used them last, but this one was completely full of all those bits in the die. Luckily, the dies are so good, they release them really nicely. Right, I love these dies because they guide you straight away. On your side, you can see they're quite a straight edge, but you've also got these little notches, and the little notches at the side show you where to place them, so you know you get that straight curve. Now, it doesn't mean you've got to place them directly onto there. What you do need to remember is when you are putting these onto your card, this piece here cuts in and this piece cuts out. So this is where your border goes. So I want that to cut on the edge of my card because this piece is going to be folded round. So I don't want to do it the opposite way, which I've done many a time, where I've put it this way thinking that's the edge of my border, and it's not. That's the piece that cuts in. So just be mindful of where you're putting it. Now I'm going to put that right to my edge, and what I love about it, it is squared off at the top and at the bottom, so I can't go wrong on there, so it makes it really beautiful and looks lovely. So I'm just going to grab myself some low-cut tape, and we're just going to tape this down. So we're going to pop this into one side, and then we're going to cut it into the other side as well. So nice and easy. Now, because they are bigger dies, I do like using separate pieces of card, but also what it means is I can use different coloured pieces of card. And what I like about this card, you can really match it to somebody's personality if you wanted to do it. So if you wanted to use one of the other ones, which says it's on your special day, and you wanted to do a wedding one, you could match it to maybe the bridal colours of that day. I'm just doing mine in some nice green and yellows. So let's take that one off. I'm going to turn my plate over there, and then we're just going to take this out. Now they cut like an absolute dream. I'm just really gently releasing that, and then that takes out the whole of that piece. So if I just bring in a black piece of card, you can then see all that detail. How stunning is that? Absolutely gorgeous. The papers I'm using for this are actually out of the sorry about the confetti, folks. Yeah, the actual cardstock I'm using is from the Be Beautiful, the 12 by 12. I think it was a 12 by 12 pad we had with the Be Beautiful. So yeah, lovely colours in this one, and very spring-like. I wanted to keep it because I knew Dreamies were in today. Wanted to keep it all very spring-like.
Such intricate detail as well in all of these. I love how the designs are so different, as well as the sentiments being different in each of them.
Yes, absolutely. You don't get the same with any of the designs. They look absolutely stunning. Right, just taking out a few more of those little pieces because we want to cut that again into our green. So just popping that there. Let's clear all my little workings up. What I also love about them, Joe, is the actual words inside. If you did want to and you wanted to keep them, or paper piece, you've actually got your happy birthday to you. It will actually cut out that word itself, or the letters, should I say. Now again, when you're putting this on, make sure this is the one that needs to cut in. These are the sides that are cutting out. So just be mindful when you're putting them on. And then we're just going to pop that to the edge. And let's just bring in that same piece of tape will be fine. Pop that onto there. And then we can cut that one through as well. So that gives us our two parts and cut in each side.
Lots of you chatting away still. Sensational Sky says, I'm staying glued to CC all day. Got an excuse as I'm not very well. Oh, I hope you're feeling better soon. Says it's like when you didn't go to school and watch your favourite programmes at home saying you're not well to go back to school yet. There you are, absolutely. And I reckon it's got to be good for you, crafting. It's going to, you know, help the morale. Deborah saying they've priced their second order. And Sarah Kay, it's not sun is not shining in Devon today. Drizzly rain all day, Debbie and Joe. Oh, that doesn't sound nice. I must say, it is very chilly up here in the northeast, but when isn't it, Debbie?
Well, I didn't think it was chilly this morning.
This morning? Oof, it's chilly, yeah.
No,
it was much warmer in Manchester when I left at like 6:15 this morning than it was when I got up here. I think it's at least 5 degrees colder in this part of the UK than it is anywhere else in the UK. It's always colder.
Do you know what? I used to think that, but the more time I've spent up here, it doesn't feel as cold as what I always imagined it would.
I think you're just getting used to it, Debbie. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you're just used to
it
it.
is?
It's definitely chilly.
Right, the next thing I'm going to do, let me bring in a piece of card, because on these pieces, and I'll show you the pieces that I've done, I've just sculptured some pieces out of some black card. Now, how you do this is, if I just pop that into there, so I'm going to aim that into there, and then all I'm going to do, I'm going to find myself, I haven't got a pencil to hand, but what we have got, I've got one of our metallic pens. So if I take the small, I'm sure that's a small one, yeah. What you could do is just put a little dot inside these, just checking that's coming out. Oh, yep, lovely. So just put a few dots, sort of draw them. I just put a pencil line. And then you can just put them wherever you want them. You don't have to do all of them, because all I want to do is guide myself to being able to cut these out. So can you see I've got that sort of guideline. So then all you do is take your craft knife. So let me just find myself a craft knife. I can't find it. Right, I can't find a craft knife, so I will just use my scissors. And then all you're going to do is inside that line, you're just going to cut out, because if you cut just on the inside, that gives you the shape that you need. So just follow that line round, follow those dots. And then all that will do, right to the top, trim that off. You can cut that to size afterwards, but that gives you your point that pops underneath.
Perfect. Yeah,
and then you just get that covered up. So you actually, and that will make it pop more than not having anything behind it, okay? So nice and easy to be able to do that. So we're going to pop those into place. Let's use our dotty tape pen. Back in stock, which we've all been.
Are they back?
They are. Oh, did you not know?
Pens
You didn't
back.
know.
All right.
They are back in stock. Yeah, we've all been a little bit giddy about them being back in stock. Debbie Robinson will be thrilled, because she was actually starting to run out of hers. I had a few more. Do you remember we had the tape incident when we were in the first lockdown, Joe, and you was hiding some? Do you remember?
Yes, I know. I had them in my drawers,
didn't I? You
didn't
used to hide them in your drawers, yeah. And yeah, you were being very naughty hiding them.
I bet people are stocking up on those in their droves this week. Talking about things that are very busy, Debbie.
Yeah.
Should just say, you know that pickup tool that we looked at from the Dreamies?
Yeah.
Almost a third of that has gone already, just on that mention. So very busy on that.
I might have to go and order that after the show myself.
Well, you need to be quick.
Well, if there's any left.
You will need to be quick. I don't think it will last till the end of the Dreamies section
very
coming
clever,
up
isn't it?
in just under an hour. So please be quick. If it's in your basket, check it out. And also, that's a third of the stock gone actual people checked out. Loads of people with lots of Dreamy stuff in their basket at the moment.
So look how now that looks different, Joe. We've really highlighted that by putting the black behind, so it brings it out. But also, I don't want to lose all our beautiful detail. So what I have got is just some vellum. So vellum is a great way for just popping behind and really adding some detail. I mean, how pretty does that now look?
Really nice.
So all I'm going to do, again, using that dotty tape pen around the flowers, so that will stick lovely to our vellum.
The other thing as well might be nice with the sentiments of these, Debbie, if you've got the glossy highlights, you can almost flood them, couldn't you, the sentiments with the glossy highlights?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, they would look beautiful.
Especially if you were using, you know, like a bit more of a sort of shiny pearly card in the back of there.
Yeah.
It's grey and miserable in the UK, but we have the bright colours of CC to add sparkle to our day, says Sensational Sky. I love that. Rachel
So
is letting me know
nice.
that the weather in Rutland is grey and cold. Ugh, she says afterwards. I love that we get a little weather report from our viewers, which is always, you know, it's always nice, isn't it?
So what is the
I feel like Thomas
temperature?
Schaffenacke some days.
What is the temperature today, Joe?
The temperature today is, it's 8 degrees currently, with a high of 11 and a low of 3, and it will rain in 24 minutes apparently.
Oh, that's very precise.
You're more than welcome.
So I might be heading home in the rain. I'm actually heading home today. This has been
You are heading home, are you?
third day. Sorry? I'm heading home today, yes. It's been my third day up here today.
Wouldn't it be nice if like teleportation was a thing by now, Debbie? I was thinking the other day. You know, you just click your heels twice like Dorothy and boom, you were back where you needed to be.
Oh, I would love
Can
that.
you imagine?
That would be amazing. One day, our Charlotte's saying.
One day?
She knows. Is she inventing something we don't know about?
She reckons our Charlotte reckons someone's going to do it. Charlotte and Erin are in the gallery today. John is causing mischief in the studio here as well. I can see Tracy knocking about out the back somewhere as well.
Tracy looks very pretty today. Do you think we could get her on air?
No, she won't come and say hello.
No, she won't, will she? She came in earlier and I thought, oh, she looks so pretty today.
We'll try and get her to come and say hello. She's a bit camera shy, our Tracy, isn't she?
Just a little. She hates it.
She does.
Right, so let's pop our other piece on our opposite side, just like so. Just pop that down. If you wanted to hide your markings, you could just make this black piece again and put it on. Actually, I've just realised what I should have done. Did I do that? No, I didn't. What I was thinking, Joe, you could put the vellum on before you put the black piece.
Okay.
And then it would show the vellum, but with black behind as well. And then it would hide all your workings then, all your glue. But we're not going to worry too much about that. So we've got our two side panels. And then we're going to bring in our back panel. So this is going to create our card. So I've just got a nice black piece of card and just put some sort of yellow polka dots on there. And then we're going to pop that on our main card here. So let's just stick this together.
Am I right in thinking, Debbie, that you'll be able to use these in all the same way as all the other edgeables that we bought you previously?
Oh, absolutely.
Same concept. So
absolutely.
if you are newer to, you know, crafting, there's hours and hours of edgeable masterclasses available over on the website, and these will work in the same way. In the same instance, if you've got lots of edgeables already and you know what kind of concepts you love and enjoy making, these are going to work in exactly the same way for you. So, well, they look a little bit different to some of our previous edgeables, going to work exactly the same, which is always handy.
Yeah, they will work amazingly well. So we're just going to stick these ones onto the side. Just make sure when you're putting them on, it folds, because the last thing you want to do is not fold on that crease line. And then just before we put this into place, and it doesn't matter which way round it goes, so decide whether you want your yellow on the left or right, so it doesn't matter. And then I've just got "Have a Beautiful Day" to pop into the centre. And I've just used some of my nesting dies to pop in there. So we've got that on the inside, in the centre, and then our next one for the side. And like I say, the great thing about cards like this, Joe, is you can do them in whatever colours you want them in. And they really look so effective. Especially if you're using our 12 by 12 pads, because you're going to be able to do so much. But I love that vellum. Look how nice that looks through the middle, that you can see that. And then I just have a little bow, little orange bow to tie in with the orange in the centre. I like to try and tie all those pieces in. We'll pop that in the corner. And there we go. So we've got our beautiful designs. But what I will do is just bring in some samples just so you can see all the different types. So having this gatefolded card on there with that beautiful vellum inside, but then being able to create it like this, Joe. So exactly the same, but using one of those different dies and having a bigger centerpiece. So you're actually seeing what's in the center on top of there. So just two different sides, but same sort of make. So it just shows you how a concept can be very different. I absolutely adore this one. Really nice large card, but look how clever that is. Having that up the side, using it as a topper on the side of your card, and then just using all your pretty papers to make that elongated easel card. A shaker card, I love this one. I think it's just a really nice concept, having that all your sequins shaking in there. Doing different sides doesn't mean because they are slimline embossing, slimline cut and slimline edgeable dies, doesn't mean you can't have them on a bigger piece. And I love this slight slant in it instead of going across the bottom of your card. But obviously, as intended, you can use them across the top, on the side. This one is done as a tent fold on the top, and then this one here, another slimline one, but just freestanding. So totally different designs, but you can do so much with them. And I love the paper piecing in this as well. So beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Really stunning. They are beautiful, beautiful dies, and very, very easy to use. And what I love about them as well is that the sentiments are so craftable too. They are going to fit a whole host of different occasions for you. Take you back through the different designs and sentiments that you've got. So you've got a thank you so very much, which is this one just here, where you've also got then all of that lovely floral detail within there. Happy birthday to you. That's incredibly intricate, that one. With heartfelt sympathy, you also get sending all my love. It's your special day, as well as from our family to yours. All of those coming your way. Over £31 or $35 is what you save on there. And then, of course, you're going to be able to use your Club Inspire discount on top of that as well. Now, during our Creative Cravings show, we always have a hero tool, and a brilliant one for you in the show later today. It is the small guillotine. We say it's a small guillotine. It still has an 8.75-inch cutting mouth, which is brilliant. So you've got metric and imperial measurements on here. Finger guard, a 6.25 by 8.75 is the platform on there. Hardened steel blade, so really nice and sharp too. And it also has an integrated scoreboard on there as well, which is excellent. So you can use this to score as well as do your trimming, which is fantastic. 21.24, 29.70, that's a 15% saving there for you on that. So definitely snap that up. That'll be coming up later in Creative Cravings. I do want to go back as well and share again with you these, which is the waterfall cards. Now these are something, maybe some of you have attempted to make these by hand or from scratch in the past. They are very difficult to make, and the thing is, you just never seem to get that sort of fluid action on the waterfall. With these, they work first time every time, which is brilliant. And the other great thing is you've got all the embellishments that you need to go with it. So this one here, this is your hip hip hooray. So you've got things like your presents in here, you've got a bottle, the glasses, it's all in there for you. The next one here are the butterflies, as you can see, and again, they work absolutely perfectly. You've got borders on here, even stamps coming in there as well, which is wonderful to stamp out onto those dies that are there. The teacups as well, always time for tea, and again, all the embellishing elements you could desire. Plus, of course, you will get the cupcakes in here, and the cupcakes are brilliant because you've even got the frosting, the cherry, the little sprinkles, you've got the candle, it's all in there. And they just make super fun cards, which I think is brilliant. I'll share with you some of the things that have been made using these. I love that they've still being put on something like a concept card as well, with the fold back there. And again, you can stamp these up. You can add photos into here if you want to. They are brilliant for doing that. The butterflies look beautiful. I think it looks very classy, doesn't it, with the papers that have been used there. That classy looking one is Charlotte's favourite. Obviously, no coincidence. Charlotte is very classy. She is from Morpeth. We then have the butterflies here as well. Really lovely. That border die there as well, that is coming included for you. And this one looks gorgeous. Love the use of craft card as well into here. You've got those wonderful cupcakes. I just love how well that motion, that action works. Really impressive, these. Snap those up for half price deal for you. You're all going to be paying less than half price because you're all getting some sort of Club Inspire discount lots of web updates, lots of weather updates, I should say, coming. Kirsty Dees is in the Stockton area. It's 10 degrees. We can expect rain at 12:30. Can't you keep it in Newton Aycliffe? Absolutely not. I'm sorry, no, Kirsty. It's coming your way. Rachel Norton says, hi from Brighton Beach, South Australia. It's been raining here today, but get this, it's 32 degrees Celsius, Debbie. Get me on the beach. And Sherry saying that last card was such a cheery card. It was indeed. Right, shaped waterfalls then, Debbie. I guess that's where we are going next.
Yeah, absolutely. I love these because they're just got that movable element which makes it fun, and they make cards just fun for the recipient as well. So when they get them, having all those different shapes on there, and also that you can give them to the people that like. So if you're a tea drinker, then giving the tea is amazing. If it's a celebration, you've got the balloons and the cupcakes for a wedding, and so many. They're just going to cover you for all occasions throughout the year. So what we're going to start off with, I'm going to be using the tea one. I love the tea party one. I think the teacup is just a really nice one to do. You get stamps in them as well, and I love that the stamps are just good fun. So we've got have a beautiful day, a mug in a hug, a hug in a mug. So that
a mug in a hug.
A mug in a hug. But yeah, really nice ones. And then I love this one, which we're going to use as well to decorate our teacup. So the first thing we're going to do is take our worker die. So this is our worker die. I'm going to place that onto some nice bright blue cardstock, and we're going to send that through. Then we're going to be cutting one of our teacups in the same colour, and then we're going to do our middle section. So this piece is what goes inside the teacup, and then I found some mirror cards. I cut a spoon. As I said earlier, I do love a spoon.
You do, don't you?
So we're going to pop our card onto there and then run that through. So there we go.
Excellent. Any questions you've got about these dies, we'll get them in to me. I understand for a lot of you, maybe you've not tried a kinetic card or something with much movement in it. Anything you want to know, Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you're across on YouTube, and I'll pop those questions across to Debbie.
Right, so that one's coming out there, and then I've grabbed my mini because lots of the accessory dies are all going to fit through there, which is amazing. So we're going to use that just to cut out our teacup. So our little one there, and honestly, if you've not got a Gemini mini, you'll be really shocked if you get it, how many dies fit through it. So many of our dies fit through this, no problem whatsoever. It's reversible because obviously it goes both ways, which also means that if you are left-handed or right-handed, you can use it. It's got great suction pads on the bottom, so it's really nice and secure. Great for crafting with the kids. My 6-year-old Ruby, I keep saying 6-year-old, I'm going to have to say 7 now, Jo, because she's 7 on Saturday. And I can't believe she's been around for 7 years, where it just honestly blows my mind where the time goes. You just have to make the most of it, don't you? See, now this is what I'm talking about. Look at that. It's like a proper little spoon. I mean, how amazing is that?
Cool, isn't it?
I know I get excited about the silliest of little things, but I do love that spoon.
If you're going for that Gemini Mini as well, remember it is, you'll get it, got it good. You will get a additional pack of the folders included and the shim as well. So about 15% saving there, which is great. So make sure you snap that up.
And anyone that's not seen the Gemini Mini before, I'm sure you have, but just in case we've got any new people and they want to start a die cutting journey, this is the simplest of folders that we have for our machines. It's one folder, but you've got 4 different cutting plates. You just keep turning it, rotating it, and cutting on all 4 sides. So really nice and simple, no complicated platforms at all. Right, so we've got all our elements here, Jo. Now this is super easy because you've got these pieces that just wrap around, so they will wrap around your card. Now they measure, I think it's 3 inches, so yes, it's just slightly a fraction over the 3 inches going across, which means when you come to stick it onto a piece of card, you want a piece that you can wrap around. So, and yep, we're just fitting that onto there, yep. So you've got a piece that goes around, okay? Now what you're going to do is this piece here, you're going to push behind. So from the back, and all we're going to do is we're going to fold those score lines that have already been put in for us, and they're all going backwards. Okay, so that's the easiest way to explain it, is just remember that everything goes behind, and then you'll be able to see straight away that's how you get your element that pulls up and down. So nice and easy. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to attach all our different elements onto here. So let's start by decorating this one. Let me bring in my stamping platform because we're going to do a bit of stamping onto here. So bring this one on, and then I'm going to bring that lovely heart one. So let's bring this one. Now this will fit over the entire piece here. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to use a little bit of stick and stay. So anything that you've got that's too big to hold your magnets, all you want to do is put just a little bit of stick and spray onto there, and then you can do it.
Debbie. It's a very divisive topic, this, the spraying of the platform.
If you don't have stick and stay, don't die cut first. So do your stamping and then die cut, so that way your magnets can hold your stamp. But if you have die cut and you want, Debbie likes it. Debbie Robinson was quite impressed. She didn't realise how much it would. It would be really
tell you
good.
is never never impressed. Or depressed, I hope, is Jan. She doesn't. She doesn't approve, does she?
No,
of
she doesn't. No.
The sticking and spraying. Sarah was going to do it yesterday, apparently. If you are going to stick and spray on someone else's platform, make sure you spray away afterwards.
I'll just cover myself in ink. Right, so I am using, Joe, the pigment ink pads. You know how much I love them. I'm using the Parakeet. Now I'm using pigment because that will give us a wetter ink onto the surface. I mean, look how rich that is. That's so beautiful. So we're going to make sure we've got plenty of ink on there. And then when we pop that round, push that down, that's going to transfer that wet ink to that front of that teacup. So just putting it onto there. And what I am going to do, because I want to heat emboss this, I love a bit of heat embossing, and I just think it really adds to the look of this. So just stamping that down once more.
Sarah Kay says, Joe, if you think Debbie's excited with a spoon, you should have seen her last night with the Concertina 3D die preview.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Are you
I
launching
missed those.
them?
When are they launching?
The 21st, I think.
21st.
I think the 21st.
Oh, I'm going to have to check if I'm in.
Joe, I've never... I think they're my favourite all-time dies.
No, Monday I am not here, unfortunately. It will be... who will it be? Saturday? It'll be Ben and Craig. I would imagine it will be here for those. Mary says, Debbie, could you use one of the flower forming tools to make the spoon a little rounded by rounding the bowl of the spoon? I think that could be a great way. Let me just remind you the different designs that you'll get included here. It is busy already because it is, of course, a half-price deal. So maybe you've seen these previously. Maybe they were a little bit of a considered purchase before. $99.96 or $107 is what they should have been. However, today you are getting all four. So you're getting the balloons, the butterfly, the tea party, and you'll also get those cupcakes in there as well. $49.98, $53.90. Don't forget you can use your Club Inspire discount as well. So it means that you'll get even more of those. Another £10 off for Club Inspire Platinum members here in the UK. Brilliant value on this, Debbie.
Such good value, yeah, absolutely amazing value. So what I've done here, Joe, is I've just dipped it in some clear embossing powder, and we're going to use our heat tool just to heat that up. And now I really think it's worth putting these down and making these just that little bit more special. I think this cup of tea die, most mums I think drink tea or even coffee, but I love the fact that you can put this all this special detail into it, which looks amazing. So you're getting like these shiny little hearts, and they look
beautiful.
So lovely. Yeah, really lovely. And it doesn't take a lot just to add that extra little detail, but look at that now. We've got that really sort of shiny little hearts on there. You could triple emboss if you want, but they look amazing. So let's pop these into place, and then I'm going to bring in all my other ones. So I've done them all different colours, Joe. Look at these. So we don't need that blue one now. So we've got a yellow, orange, red. So I've just used all those block colours and then just added that embossed detail on the inside. So just makes them all that bit more special. Then what we're going to do is let's pop some glue on the side. Just because I've got a little bit of embossing powder on the back, I'm going to use my Floral purpose. So that will get in between all those embossing detail and just even that out. So pop that on.
I guess you can completely play around with the colours here, can't you? All your different pattern papers that you might want to see. Loads and loads of options when it comes to putting these together. Anne says you can put a little bit of the dotted tape pen on the back to get the little die cuts in place. Just be careful where you put the pieces down afterwards because they will stick to stuff. Learnt that the hard way, Anne says.
It's funny, isn't it? All those sort of tips and techniques, and we do learn the hard way. We always find out not to do it again, certain things. Right, so we've got all our little pieces there. Let's put our mechanism into place. What I've also done is I've got those beautiful papers, Joe, out of the Pick a Mix pad, which is the 8x8 pad. So, and then I've just married them up with some of the papers out of one of our large 12x12 paper pads. So sticking this into place. So this is a really nice, happy, cheerful card, isn't it? With all these pretty colours. I just love this one. So I tried to pick all them colours out of those teacups. And then we can use that on the front of our card. Make sure I've got it the right way. And then we can just add our glue. Because actually the only difficult thing about these dies is matching up and making your actual card and just finding what papers you want to use, putting them all together with what matches, and then popping that on the side. There we go. Now the other thing I've done is I've done a little tag, but I've not used the tag. There's a tag in this die set, but actually there's a bigger tag in, I'm not sure which one it's in, but it's in one of the other sets, so you will get it anyway. So I've got a bigger tag, and then what I've done is just heat emboss this Have a Beautiful Day. So we've got that there. Just going to grab myself some foam pads and pop them into place. So let's have that on the back. And then we're going to put our mechanism into place. So before we do anything else, we want to just put all these where we want them. So I'm going to pop in fact, I'm going to pop that one on the top. Let's start off. Now, this is really important. When you're putting them into place, I want to glue the entire teacup of this into place because that has a position. So let me pop that there so you can see it a bit better. That has a complete position inside there. So it's okay to stick the first one down fully. But then when you're coming to do the others, you really want to just use the lines, and you don't want to go over the fold in the lines because then you won't get a really good pull when you're pulling it all together.
I found it, Debbie. It's in the cupcakes, the larger tag.
Ah, the cupcakes.
This one just here.
Yes. I knew it was in one of them. I just couldn't remember which one I took it out of. But look at all those different embellishment dies that you get, Joe. I mean, they're so amazing. Right, so then we're going to start layering these up. So we're just going to let's pop a nice yellow one. You only want to put your glue into this part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my tape pen in so you can see. You don't want to put this anywhere other than that. And you don't want to go over your score lines, okay? So we're going to pop that one in. And all I'm going to do, each time I put them on, we're going to make sure that that's not only stuck, but that folds. So your fold is completely flat, because that's the only way you're going to get that to go really level. And then we're going to, got little bits on there. We're going to do that again. So inside those lines. And then let's pop that one onto place. Again, I'm really making sure that I'm not touching that line. And when you bend it, I mean, you can see I've sort of, I've put it a bit wonky. You can move that about. And then I'm just massaging that in, because the more obviously you stick it down properly. What are you two doing over there? You're looking very mischievous. Can we look at them? What are they doing? I feel like they're being mischievous.
Just being boys. Boys will be boys.
What's boys being boys doing what? Look at you two. You look like proper cheeky, naughty little schoolboys. That's what you look like.
Miriam says, good morning everyone from South Carolina. In my head that's how people in South Carolina speak, but no? Oh, John says no, but Erin says, yes, he's pretty close. South Carolina. Is that better? No. No, okay, I'm probably just, all right, John. Wind your neck in and put 50 pence in, John.
He's just being a boy.
Sorry?
He's just being a boy.
Just being a boy. Anyway, Miriam, I'm sorry. She says, watching for a bit before I have to go head to work, having a cup of coffee and loving this card.
Right, so there you go. That's all you do is you line them all up, and then we just need a position to put this over. So we don't need to attach this back piece, so you don't have to stick that down at all. What we're going to do is just place it into position here onto our card, and we're going to wrap the sides around. So once your sides are around, that will hold it into position, so popping it in there, and then you've got your pulley. So before I put that on, I've got another piece of ribbon that we're just going to attach to the bottom. So that's going to just give me my little extra pull. So pull that through, and then all I've done is doubled that up, and then I'm just going to thread the ribbon through there. So pop that into place. Oh, there we go. Pull that down. That gives us just a little bit of extra wiggle room there, and then pop this into place, line that up to the top. And then I'm going to once you know you've got that all in the position where you want it on your card, so I'm just going to pop that bit there. We can turn that over, and then I'm just going to glue these down, Joe. So just putting that glue into place here. So that's our first, and then our next piece just onto there. So, and then all I'm going to do is attach the whole of this. So we want to put all of this down onto our card. So pop that on there, just on the bottom, and then we can put all that into place on our card. So let's pop that into place there, and then all I've got is I've done myself another little teacup to put our little spoon in, so our spoon will just sit in there. So pop that into place, pop our sentiment on, and then we are nearly done. There's our last one. Into there, we'll have our beautiful day, and then we're just going to pop our spoon in. So a little bit
really gorgeous card. That lots of Pat Sends Paper Hugs says this is such a beautiful fun rainbow card.
Yeah, how good is that? And I'm just, because I want that to stick properly, but if I do this, you can see all of those pieces will come down. But because I've put wet glue on, I just want that to dry fully before we show it. So let's turn that round, and then you've got your beautiful waterfall teacups, all brightly coloured.
Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Dee says all I need to do is, the southern accent was fine, just need to add y'all into it and it'll be absolutely fine. There we are. Y'all gonna love these dies. Let me take you back through the designs that you are getting in there then. So you've got Make a Wish, which is that one just there. Hip hip hooray. You've then got, of course, Butterfly Kisses. And, of course, the Tea Party. $49.98. $53.90 is your price on those. Platinum members, you're going to save, what, another £10 there or thereabouts. You get this for about $40. And there you are, look, $39.98, $43.12 if you are a Platinum member. So do snap those up. They really are great value. I also want to tell you again about that amazing Get It, Got It Good. Lots of you going for that in this particular show. Remember, it's the Gemini Mini with an extra pack of the plastic folders. You do get some included, but you're going to get extras, and you're going to get the extra shim in there, the cocoa shim, which you're going to use with your 2D embossing folders. $29.99 or $44.95 if you want to get your hands on that. Make sure you snap that up before the end of Sunday, because that's, of course, when the price will go back up again. So I want you to get it at the best price before we will launch another fantastic Get It, Got It Good this coming Monday. Miriam says, hello Debbie and Joe. Yes, I'm a southern gal. Lived in the southern United States most of my life. I was born in Savannah, Georgia. Most people say, though, I don't have a southern accent. Erin, my producer, went, ooh, Savannah. Is it exotic in Savannah? So south, so pretty. as well. Right, I am also going to tell you about this. It is the morning must-have. Now, the morning must-have, you must get it, but it only really lasts for a morning. Well, one morning, let's say, because it's a 24-hour deal. So it's some of your brilliant quick dry ink pads. Now, these are excellent for doing your stamping, especially your sentiment stamps. In here, you've got the Midnight. You've also got Pink Tulip, Sandstorm. There's Parakeet, Orange. Then we've got Pine Tree, Fuchsia. Oh, it matches my jumper perfectly, that, doesn't it? And you've also got Friar Brown in there. Now, you pay for those, but the other great thing is what you are getting, of course, is you've got your rocker blocks as well. And you're going to get those included too. So it's a real great stamping bundle, this. So you've got lots of sentiment stamps. You've got the ink pads to stamp them out. You've got the rocker blocks to stamp them out too, which is awesome. So grab those, $39.92, $55.60 if you want to get your hands on those. Right, we will be back in just a few moments' time. But before that, let's share with you one of our incredible quick buys.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges, and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95, and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members, who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you, and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
There you are, one of our fabulous quick buys. Make sure you snap that up. We will be demonstrating some fabulous Dreamies products for you in just a moment. I've got to let you know, though, you are going to need to be quick for some of these items, because this, the Pearl Pickup Tool, over 40% of this is gone. We bought lots of these in because we knew it would be busy, and my oh my, it is going so fast. I can't see this lasting to the end of this next hour. It's had one mention for a couple of moments, and over 40% of the stock of this has already gone, so you want to be quick for that one. I also want to take you through the pearls. These are exceptionally busy as well at the moment. You get about 100 in each of these. I'll take you through different colours that you've got. So you've got that lovely sort of lemon tone there. You've also got these kind of slate grey ones here, with beautiful pinky ones, in purpley pinky ones. The blue ones, got those lovely taupe pearls there too, and also the very sort of blush baby pink ones as well. $9.99 or $14.49. Yes, you can use a Club Inspire discount on there as well. Platinum members of the UK get this for about, £8. There are 100 pearls in each of those, so 600 total, which is brilliant value. 30% of those, almost a third gone on those already. Something else we're going to tell you about as well that is exceptionally busy. It's going to be the first demonstration. It is this, the 3D Easter basket. 40% of this has also gone just on the preview alone. This is how it's going to come to you. All slots together very quickly and very easily. $6.99 or $10.17 is your price on this. Lots of you multi-ordering here. I think if you've got children or grandchildren or, you know, someone special that you want to, you know, not just give them an Easter egg this Easter, but maybe give them a little hamper. You can see, I can see a big Easter egg in there, maybe some little sort of mini eggs, some of the ones with a fondant centre in as well. Could be like a little Easter hamper. Delicious, utterly, utterly delicious. Any questions you've got about any of the Dreamies items as well, now's definitely the time to get them in. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Hayley is back with me. How are you, Hayley? I can't believe how much of the stock has gone on literally that tiny mention that we did earlier.
I know, I just heard it and it's like, wow, over 40%.
And we bought so much stock in compared to, I know, previous times that you've been here with us. I think we might have to demonstrate this Easter basket first, because otherwise it's in danger of completely selling out at this rate.
Yeah, and then no inspiration, is there, if it sells out? Right, so we're going to make it along these lines. I'm going to go with the Country Kitchen paper pad though for this. So it's going to be pink and blue instead of the blues that we've got here, but we're going with the same sort of design. So we're going to pop the lace on there, we're going to add all the layers and things like that, and the flowers as well. So I'll pop that to one side and we'll first off start. So what I've done already is I've got one of the basket pieces and I've just covered it with lace just around the top, because it's just like a frilled sort of lace, so it's a bit fiddly, so that's why I did it at home.
Okey-doke.
So it is just a little bit of hot glue just around there, and then I've used a spray white paint on here, and I don't need to do the middle because I'm going to pop a layer on there.
With regards to like paints, polishes, spritzes, sprays, all those things, is there anything you should avoid using on MDF, or is it pretty much good for anything?
Yeah, I wouldn't say so really. I mean, you can pretty much put anything at it and it will take it. So your gilding waxes, your embossing powders, your flakes, things like that. Obviously your Cosmic Shimmer polishers, they're great for it, especially with the applicator. It's so simple. But I do also use spray furniture paint as well and things like that, so you can use pretty much anything on it, or even emulsion as well. You know, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure how into MDF I'm going to get, you can always try with your sort of home stores, you know, such as the ones that we obviously can't mention, like the 2 letters that you just get your little tester pots from and things like that. So you can do that as well. So I've just popped that onto there, and the way that I got this layer is you do get the panel that goes over the top. So I just drew around the inside of that, and then we've popped that onto, this is the inside of the basket. So this is going to be the decoration. Once we've popped it all together, you'll be able to see these papers on the inside there, just so that it's a little bit decorated. So then I'm going to flip this one over, and we're going to add our layer of the pink on the top there. So I love this when Jimmy makes an outside edge, so it just covers all your workings. You've not got to worry about it. So I'm just using, I've got some double-sided red liner tape on here, so super sticky, and I do add a little bit of glue on there as well, just for added security with the papers. So, oh, we're all static. Right, so I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just over the top as well, and in any spaces there are. Just, again, like I say, just for added stick. So then I've got a piece of paper here that I've just cut roughly. It doesn't need to be perfect at all. It's just as long as it fits perfectly in there, and then it doesn't hang over the edges. So it doesn't need to be really square or anything in particular. And if you do have any bits hanging over, you can just trim those off as well. So then that panel is then going to go onto the basket here.
And that's clever, isn't it, to hide all of those workings?
That's it, because on some of the products, we don't tend to do that, and it's fine because you can just paint over the little tabs that you see. But it is really nice to make it a finished, sleek product. Right, so I've got the one that I did earlier, so this is what we're aiming for with those panels we just created. And I'm going to pop in my pieces first off, just so that then, whilst we've got this one open, we can see where the tabs are going to go. So we're aiming for those slots. So I've covered again these, I've not covered the scallops because it can be a bit tricky cutting between the little scallops there, but it is possible. Use a little nail file and a craft knife, and then I've got the pink on the inside there. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue just onto the edges of my tabs and down the sides of the baskets there. So if you can see, it's just along this edge, and then that's going to pop into there. In fact, I think I might put the pink on the outside. we can switch.
Oh, change. You have a little change of heart. A great way, a great excuse to dive back into all of that big stash of papers that so many people have as well, isn't it? They're lovely to have items that get you excited about things maybe you haven't used for a little while.
Yeah, definitely. And again, all the little pieces that you save of scraps and things, there's no reason you can't just do a patchwork sort of effect on it. So use all your little bits and bobs that you have just got left over. And it doesn't have to necessarily match, but it's just a way of using all those little bits up. So again, pop a bit of glue onto there, and then that can slot into the base. So again, they've got a really nice, it's kind of a snug fit, but it's also got a bit of wiggle room, so you've not got to worry about it being really tight or anything like that. And then I'm just adding a bit more glue just along these edges. In fact, I don't need that one. And we're just going along the top of there as well. And then we can add this layer on the top, and that's what I was meaning, that I've left this edge off for the time being, so it's really simple to just slot that in and you can see exactly where you're going. So then you would leave that obviously to dry for a little while, and we can pop this onto the top. So then we're just adding a little bit of glue just around the edge. I'm going to pop a little bit on the back of my paper as well. And then this is going to go on the top. So you can see it's already coming together. It's so simple to do. And again, it looks really pretty in some of the papers, but obviously you can use whatever papers you've got in your stash. It's completely up to you what colour scheme you go with. You can see that it's
gorgeous
already.
And I mean,
together.
we know we're calling it an Easter basket, but it could be a summer basket, couldn't it? I mean,
Of course it could.
Be all the year through, do what you want with it. So
Yeah.
definitely, I think if you were multi-ordering, definitely get a few of these and put them away. It'd be great for all sorts of things. Is there any reason why you couldn't dismantle it afterwards? Could you take it apart, do you think, afterwards?
Yeah, of course you could. If you didn't want to stick it together, there's no reason that you have to stick it. It's just obviously, if you do want it to stay put and you do want to keep it as a solid piece, you can do. But yeah, you could very easily just slot it together and then just leave it on your windowsill and take it apart next time.
Amazing.
It'd make a nice Christmas basket as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you put all poinsettias on it and things like that. Right, so we'll start to make some of the embellishments then.
Okey-doke.
You get the farm fresh eggs in with it. So I've already covered these just using a bit of white gesso. And then these are going to go onto here. So you can see, I was thinking farm fresh eggs, it's kind of like, it's not quite, is it, when they're chocolate eggs, but they're farm fresh to me.
They won't be around for long, whatever kind of fresh they are.
Right, so we'll just pop the fresh on first, and then we can get that positioning right. And then my eggs is just going to pop onto the bottom here. So I'll pop that one on with hot glue, just because it's going to be in a little bit of thin air. In fact, we'll budge that down slightly. And again, the go-to glue, and I imagine most of the call-out glues as well, they dry clear. So even if you do move it, you're not going to get any marks or things like that.
Miriam wants to know what sort of glue you are using here for this, and also it might be a good chance to say, you know, what will and won't work with MDF.
Yeah, so I'm using our go-to glue. So that's just a white PVA-based glue. And obviously you can use your tacky glues, you can use your collal if you want to. Obviously with the wiggle room, you probably want to give it a little while just to set so that when you're trimming around your papers, it's not moving around. But it's completely up to you really. MDF does take most papers and most glues and things like that.
Excellent.
Right, so we'll just pop a little bit of the hot glue onto there. There we go. Right, so we've got the farm fresh eggs.
Is that hot glue gun behaving for you?
It is.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I was doing it left-handed. I don't know why. When I'm right-handed. Right, okay, so we've got one of the nests as well. So this is one of the little 2mm embellishments. So this is what I was saying. I layer up 3 of these, but you don't have to. You can use them all separate if you want. So I've just got the fine tip applicator here, just with a bit of the same go-to glue in it. And I'm just going just around the edge there. And then I'm just going to turn it around until it's definitely offset. And then we're going to stick that together. So I'm not adding any colour onto these because I thought the brown is quite a nice nest colour. But obviously you can paint these if you want to. You can do them any sort of colour. If you want to do them bright pink, you can do. It's completely up to you. And then we're just...
if you want to go for the tacky glue with a fine tip glue applicator, that's available for you. You get the applicators for free, which is always nice.
Right, so we've got the little nest there. Put my pin back in so it doesn't clog up. Right, so then we've also got some little eggs as well. So I've covered these just using some of the papers and just trimmed around and used a nail file there. So we'll add the eggs in with a bit of hot glue. So I think we'll go for the 2 pink ones in the back. So that can pop into there. And then we can pop the blue one in the front. So you can see we're building up this cute little nest there that's just going to be one of the embellishments. There we go. So that's going to pop onto the bottom left of here. And when it's Easter, I do love to use feathers. I don't know why, but the feathers like really set it off for me with
nice,
Easter.
I like that.
So I'm just going to pop a couple of the pink feathers on there. And again, quite an affordable embellishment if you are popping them onto your cards or things like that. And again, you can just use Sisal as well if you wanted to, but I just wanted something a bit pink. But also with the Sisal, you can actually colour tint it. So if you've got sprays, yeah, so obviously it's a natural colour when it comes to you, but if you did want to change it to pink or something like that, or maybe sparkly, you can use your sparkle spray as well.
Gemma's saying these baskets will be amazing for Mother's Day as a nice little sort of gift hamper for a mum.
Yes.
Love that idea.
Right, so we're just popping the little nest just onto the side there, and then we can start to build up with some of the flowers. So I'm going to use the sugared blooms. Pop that out of the way. So I've got my Gemini Mini. So I'm just going to use the folder there, and I'm going to cut 2 out just so you can see the difference in the flowers that are in the sugared blooms. So I'll grab a bit of washi tape just so that they're not definitely going to cross over. So then we've just got the washi tape just onto there, and then we can fold that over and then just run it through. I love the Gemini Mini. It's so easy to use, and it's
so
always
fast,
handy.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's always at the side of me. Right,
Is that yours, that one? Does it say, has it got Dreamies written on it?
Well, funny story. I bought mine with me last time, and I went home with just the plates.
Oh no!
So we messaged Craig and was like, "Oh, have you found another Gemini?" And he said, "I think he said, yeah, we've got one." And I ended up with a brand new one. So mine's probably in the studio somewhere, but bless him.
So I love that you've marked that one now. It's
Yeah.
definitely going home with you today.
We felt really awful though, because it's like I don't expect people to be stealing, but it's just like when all the equipment's the same, isn't it?
Swallowed up in with the rest of it all.
Right, so you can see this flower we're not particularly using, but this is from the sugared blooms, and you do get the raised parts in the middle there. So you can just lift those
so
up.
much texture.
Yeah, you can add the depth there without actually layering up a lot of the flowers. And then you do also get your plain outside edges, so you can make 2 different types of flowers with those.
Excellent.
So we're just using the plain ones at the moment. So I've got those pre-cut. So I've got a few in lots of different papers. And we're just going to layer these up in pairs. So all I think I'm going to do with these is I'll just crease the petals down the middle. I was just debating whether using the flower making tool. We'll just crease them all, and then these are in pairs, so I've just got to separate these out, and then they can pop together and offset. So,
Sensational Sky says the nest is so cute. It is, and it's coming in, of course, there for you. We'll get it included with the embellishments, so make sure you grab those. Very busy across absolutely everything you've brought to us so far. We're having an exceptionally busy morning here this morning on Crafters TV.
Thank you for loving the products. That's the biggest compliment for us. Right, so we've got all these little flowers as well. I'll pair those up a little bit later. But then all I'm going to do is just use a little bit of hot glue just in between the layers and just pop them together. So then we'll just offset them a little bit. And obviously you can use a flower mat if you want to push these together. But I just like to add just a couple of layers, and then they've already got a bit of dimension with the creases there. So we can pop that into the middle. So again, these papers are again from the Country Kitchen, and then we can just offset that again. Right, so then we can add our larger flowers on.
Very simple to put those together, those flowers, aren't they? I mean, you see them, they're very impressive. I don't think you'd believe for a moment that how quickly they come together.
Yeah, that's it. You don't have to do too much with them at all. So we'll pop the pink flower onto there. Then we're going to add in a little bit of the moss as well, just to frame that and to give it a bit of extra colour on. In fact, we'll pop a little bit of glue just under my feather, so that can stick onto there. So we're going for a couple of big ones around the nest, or bigger ones. These are like still the medium ones in the set, so you do get a lot bigger flowers in there as well. And then we'll pop a couple just up here as well. And then we can add in our smaller ones. So, in fact, with the smaller ones, I think I'll just take, I've just got a pencil. So I'm just going to pop it over the end and just give that a bit of a squeeze, just to give it a bit of shape. So it's more like a little bud this time. And we'll just pop these on in single flowers, I think, just for something a little bit different. So if you haven't got all your tools at home, you can just do something simple like this and get the same sort of effects, just while you're building up your tools and things like that. So we'll just, again, give that a little bit of a squeeze, and then we can add some nice little pearls in the centre of here as well.
Oh, busy on those pearls, still busy, very, very busy on that pearl pickup tool. Also, I'll give you a recap on loads of items shortly that are very, very busy. Shadai says, thank you, Hayley, for bringing the baskets. As I requested, love everything Dreamies. You guys really do listen, don't you, to what our customers want, what they're after.
We try.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's really important though, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, it's the customers that are requesting the products, and they're the ones that want to see what they want to see. So it is really nice for us that we can just then build shows around what is requested, and that we have the ability to, and that Crafters TV let us as well. Right, so popped that into there, and then I've just got some of the moss then. So I'm just taking small bits of it. You don't need much at all. And this is just going to pop into the arrangement as well. So I'm just framing it up, just adding anywhere there's a little bit of a space that needs a little bit of added greenery. And we can just pop that into the spaces.
It comes together so quickly, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah. So once you've got all your pieces, it's really simple to pop together. So then we'll just add a little bit more into here. Again, like I say, I'm just adding in where I feel like there's a little bit of a gap or something like that. And you don't need too much of the mosses or the sisal at all. So we can pop, again, a little bit more into there. I can add some more after. Sometimes you do need to step away, don't you, and just stop and then go, oh,
well, that's a good question. How do you know when to stop?
I struggle with that.
Do you?
There's a lot of times when I'm just like, no, I should have stopped, but I didn't. And then you learn to love it, don't you? You just go, well, I've done it now. It's too late. Right, and then finally then, we'll just pop some pearls into the centres of these flowers. So I'm just adding a little dab of glue into each of them. And we're going to use the pastel pink that comes in the collection there. So I'm just going to take a couple out just onto my mat there. And then if you do try and turn them upside down, or the right way up even, that does make it a little bit easier just for picking them up obviously with your tool. And again, you don't need too many to make it a nice finished product or project even. So you're just dabbing on with your pickup tool and just popping those into the centre there.
Fantastic. That pickup tool is absolutely flying out.
Wow.
That's definitely not going to last the day. Probably not going to last until the next show, I would imagine, at this rate. It's going very, very quickly.
And also, once your wax tool gets used a little bit, it does become even easier to pick them up. Obviously, it works straight away. But once it gets a little bit blunter, it's got more of a stick to it almost. And you can obviously clean it as well, just with a baby wipe or run it under the tap. So it's not going to get all gummed up and things like that. So one last pearl. Oh, dropped it off. And into the centre there, and there we go.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible, isn't it? I mean, absolutely gorgeous. Think about what you could pay if you went out to try and buy something like that in the store. I mean, it costs you an absolute arm and a leg. But great value here. Loads of you are multi-ordering on this at the moment, and I can understand why. It makes one $6.99 or $10.17. Use your Club Inspired discount on top of that as well, which is awesome. I mean, I just think they're absolutely perfect for this time of the year. Yes, you can use it for Easter, or you can use it for anything else. What you can, of course, do is keep that Happy Easter sentiment separate if you wanted to for something else. What you could then do is actually use this as a Mother's Day basket, a great summer basket. You could use it all the year through and keep that Happy Easter sentiment separate if you want to. Almost half gone on this basket. It is going very, very fast at the moment, and that is people that have already checked out their basket. So a lot of you with this basket sat in your basket at the moment. Loads of other stuff that was used there, and let me just share with you. So we've got 3 brand new paper pads for you on the show. So you've got a few different options. The one that Hayley used was this one just here, which is the Country Kitchen. A fifth of the stock of this has gone just on the little preview that we did during Wake Up Call. This is your favourite of the papers so far. 48 sheets in there, 120 GSM there for you as well. There's a couple of other designs there too, so do check those out on the website. You've also got the Subtle Sweet Peas, and you've got the Moody Purple, which I think is a hilarious name. I will see those a little later. We have got the Sugared Blooms, which are these awesome stamps and dies that you've got just here. So let me just take you through exactly what you've got. They really do work beautifully. So stamps and dies together, loads and loads of texture in these. $19.99 or $28.99. Brilliant for all of your paper flowers. Next up, we have also got the Moss and Sisal, which are these two here. So you've got loads in here. It'll go a really long way. The Sisal that's in here as well, you can see that is really, really super fine. And you've got all that moss in there. You're going to use a tiny, tiny piece of that on your projects. $9.99 or $14.49 if you want to get your hands on those. Very busy there. The pearls, over a third gone now on the pearls. Remember what you're getting in here. So you're going to get 100 of each of the colours. So this one here, you've got that kind of taupey colour, that beautiful baby pink, the royal blue, sort of lemon. This one here is a sort of silver, sort of gunmetal grey slash silver, and then that pinky purple in there as well. $9.99 or $14.49, 600 pearls there for you. Half gone now on that pickup tool, which is perfect for your pearls as well. I forgot to ask Hayley what the other side was for. I'll ask the lovely Carol in a moment. So very busy on that. I think that's going to be a first sellout. There's a lot of you with that in your basket at the moment. We are moving on though, and we are moving on to these lovely statement MDF items that we've got just here. So different sizes are in here for you. The great thing is how much you are getting included in here. You're actually getting 6 different shapes within this particular collection. So that's a square, the circle, and you've also got that one there as well. You are getting 6 different shapes within there. I'll just quickly grab them and show you what you are getting, because you're getting all of the hangers and the stands that you need. So I'll just move those off to one side for a second. There we are, I'll pick those up in a moment. But I'll just show you, you've got the star, which is that one there. Let me turn these round as well. Get myself in our right tis was, aren't I, Carol? You've got the star, which is that one just there. And you've got the square. You're getting that design there. They are absolutely massive. I'm terrible with my shapes, so I'm just going to show them to you, and you can understand what they are at home. Then you've got the heart in there too, all cut perfectly for you. Brilliant value on this when you consider the 6 massive projects that you've got. $13.49 or $19.48 if you are a platinum member. Lots and lots of love for that last demo. Shadai says, thank you, Hayley, for bringing the baskets. Pam E says the baskets are cute. Sarah K says the baskets are looking gorgeous. I'll come back to that one in a moment. Absolutely stunning, says Gemma as well. Right. Carol is in the building, she's in the house, she's ready to go. She's like a coiled spring over there. What would you like to take us through, Carol?
Right, I'm going to be doing one of these palette arts.
Nice.
So with this you can actually do the single papers because you've got your lines underneath. But what I've done just for this one is actually lined my paper up underneath with the lines, then just mark them, and this particular one I've just gone over with pencil to do the faux lines, if you like. This is the Sweet Pea paper pad as well. So as you can see, that's all I've done on that. Just stuck that on with the go-to glue. And then I've also done all my layers onto here. So this is one of the other papers in the pad. So these are actually going to fit around here. And like Hayley was saying earlier, you know, sometimes when you're doing something and it's hollow in the middle for the, you know, your big shape, the paper tends to ruffle up a little bit. So that's why Jimmy's done these layers as well. So we can just pop those on like that, and then it's all going to be complete on there. So we'll do that to start with. I'm going to use the go-to glue on here. You can use hot glue as well, but, you know, if you've got time, then I would use the go-to glue or wet glue, shall we say. Right, so.
Any tips? Sarah Kay was just saying, I don't have the confidence to use the MDF projects. Yeah, any tips, Carol, for anyone using MDF for the first time? Maybe was a bit apprehensive about it.
Well, I would just go for it, to be fair. Just treat it like card, you know, and something like this with these layers, then it's just like a big heart card.
Yeah.
And then you just add in your other ones on. I mean, I can understand in the beginning you like think, oh, MDF, you know, I can spoil it quite easily, but you can't.
Okay.
And if you're painting it and you don't like it, just paint over it again.
Yeah, perfect.
You know, or same with that. If you've covered your paper and you don't quite like it, cover over it. I wouldn't advise taking it off, just cover over it.
Just cover again.
Yeah,
Great idea.
yeah. Because obviously to try and take it off could leave like bits of paper and stuff like that. But just go for it. You know, just probably go for something, if I say simple, you know, a shape, like something like this as these palette arts, and you know, you can just put loads of different things on there, and I'm sure once you have a try, you will love it, as we do. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop some, let me just work out this one, just pop some little pieces across here, just as something that we're going to see underneath. So I'll just pop those on first. So that is just with foam pad, just so it's a little bit of something. You could do a shape if you wanted to, but I quite like just the rectangles at the moment. I think we go through spades of different shapes. So right, so we've got that onto there, and then I have got a flag here. So I'm going to put my spotty one just on the bottom, and then I've got another one here from the papers. So I'm just going to cut that into a flag as well. So that's just going to bring a bit of something else on the other side. And just cut that into like a little triangle there. So we can just bend that up a little bit, and that one. And we're just going to pop this onto the other one, just so it's like a layered flag, if you like. So we just pop that at the top of there. And when you've got your dot papers or your stripes, it's easy to layer up. Right, so let's pop that onto there. So then we can put our word over there, what we decide to do. And then obviously just bring those up with your fingers a little bit, just to give that little bit of shape on there. So I'm just going to pop that to one side a minute while we just layer the tulips up, just make sure that it's all level. Right, so then I have got the tulips, which are from the spring embellishment stash. So I've done two here, and I've done one way and one the other, so you know, you can do it. Oh, sorry, are we? Yep. one way and one the other. And
Fabulous.
then I've got a slightly larger one, which all I've done is actually covered it with the paper on the edge of the paper there. Just got my glue all over it, put it onto my paper like that, turned it over, just smooth it all out so it's all nice and smooth and you don't get any ruffles on there. And same with these two, and then we're just going to layer these up onto here.
Fabulous. They come together quite easily. Loads of dimension on those. And they're quite unlike anything I've seen before, those particular embellishments.
That's it. And I mean, obviously we like flowers and things like that, but you know, to be honest, I wouldn't have thought of something like layering up like this, and especially like the bluebells and things like that that's on there. You know, the dimension you can get from MDF, you can't believe it's just a flat piece, and especially the daffodils as well. You know, how Jimmy has done that, it's truly amazing. So you get the trumpet and everything. Right, so we've got those three there, so I'm making a bit of a show onto here with those. So then we'll just pop a little bit of Sisal. Got the other one. Sisal, Sisal, you know, Joe.
Sisal, they took the mickey out of me when I said Sisal the first time around. But it is Sisal. Some say Sisal, some say Sisal.
It's whatever you want to
Tomato,
be.
tomato, you know, it all does the same thing, doesn't it?
Filler stuff, isn't it? It's just making it nice underneath. So, right, we just pop that onto there, just with some hot glue. There we go, just keeping that in check and make sure, because obviously I've done it with the wet glue, so just keeping that all as it should be.
It's quite a substantial bag of that moss and Sisal. I'm guessing that's going to go a really long way.
Oh, yes, it is, yes, yeah. Because you don't use an awful lot, to be fair, you know, so it will go quite a way. So we're just going to add those onto there. Let's move him back because he's not completely dry. And then we're going to pop one just here that's just offset from that one. This is what I've done at home, so I know these are all set. Okay, and then obviously you can layer these up as well, you know, on top of each other, which obviously you've got loads of room on your heart to be doing that, and on the other shapes as well, because I couldn't decide which was my favourite shape. So
you don't have to decide that. That's the joy, isn't it? You get all of them, which is amazing. For that price, to get, you know, 6 large boards of that side. Producer Erin is very pleased with herself in the gallery. She says that you could actually have different ones, one for every holiday, and hang them on your front door throughout the holiday. So this one would obviously be for Valentine's Day. I guess you could have the star could be for July 4th, would be a good one.
Yeah,
the circle could be a wreath at Christmas.
Yeah.
What else have we got? Any other suggestions, Erin? Which one could be? Oh, this one here for St Patrick's Day. Nice. St Patrick's Day is tomorrow, by the way, isn't it?
Oh, cracking.
March 17th, top of the morning. We're having a cheeky little Guinness tomorrow, Carol, to celebrate.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, why not? Any excuse.
Right, so on these words as well, the sentiments, on this particular one, I'm just using Happy Birthday Friend. I did use With Love on the original one. And I've just gone over with gesso on these and just using the fine tip applicator, which is amazing for these sort of words, you know, because it's quite fine. You just get all the glue into there and then that sticks down perfectly. So we can just pop him in there.
Yeah, and Erin just made another great point. Having the lines actually quite handy, isn't it, to keep everything sort of lined up.
Yes. But obviously, if you didn't want the palette effect, then you can just put your paper on as it is. Now this one, I think I might just pop this at the bottom, actually.
Nice. So for just to recap, some questions coming in, Sarah Kay was asking, to glue the paper to the MDF, you just use the same sort of glue, sort of a tacky glue, PVA glue, and just spread it out. Is that correct?
That's right, yes. I've not got a little bit of MDF here, I don't think, on me. I'll just show you on the back of this particular thing here, although I don't think, have I got any papers that I can, oh yes. Right, I'll just show you this, how I do it, and then obviously you can see. So this is just on back of something that we've got here. So literally all I do, glue all over it, and literally all over your MDF, the piece that you're doing, right to the edges, and then just the paper onto there. Smooth, obviously I've not put glue under there, so you can see that's why that's going to flap. Literally just smooth it all out with your fingers, make sure it's completely flat, and do that as quickly as you can.
Okay.
Just so we've got it all layered out, because if you just put glue all over it like that, you'll get your humps and olives, as I call them, so it won't always be flat.
Okie doke.
And then we can just trim that off on that straight bit there. So then you, depending what you cut it with, sometimes I cut it with scissors, sometimes a knife, and then just to seal it, just go over with a nail file or sandpaper or anything like that, sanding block, and then that just seals that edge as well.
Beautiful.
And it's all sealed, it's all nice and flat, and it covers quite nicely there.
Very, very simple.
Okay. Right, so then if we go back to this then, so then we just need some pearls on there and some flowers, butterflies. So these butterflies are another piece from the paper pad, and I've just cut these out. Okay, so we're just going to pop these on. And we might add a little bit more moss in certain areas. In fact, what we'll do, just put some glue onto there. Ready, and we'll just pop a little bit more moss just onto this side here, and then we can put some butterflies on there. So the moss and the sisal is so handy to have on all your projects, and it brings that different colour in as well. And you have got the different ones. You've got the green and the natural. So if you go in something that's a bit more like browny beigey colour, then obviously that would match better than the green. Okay, so we've got that onto there. We've got another one up here. So I can just pop this one. Just pop that one onto there, I think.
Again, I was saying to Hayley earlier, is it hard knowing when to stop, Carol, with this?
It is hard to know, yeah. Sometimes you just have to think, let's walk away and let's just see how we go now. Right, so then we're just going to add some pearls on from the collection of that, and we're going to use the pickup tool.
Whilst it's still available, Carol, it's absolutely flying out, that pickup tool. Over half gone now on the pickup tool.
Wow, that's amazing. Mind you, it is something that you will use all the time, and so handy. Right, so just pop those onto there.
Sarah K says, fabulous, thank you so much, Carol, for explaining that. Gina says, please tell Carol Bignell I said aloha, I love her. There you are.
Aloha.
Val says, just to say, Carol first got me into MDF, and I love it. I always have kits ready to do, and I've made lots like the beautiful gnomes and the autumn spring wreaths. It is easy once you get into it, says Val.
Yeah. What's that lady's name, Joe?
Val in
Val.
Southampton. Val Lloyd.
Oh, yes, I know Val. She used to come and see us at the shows and things like that, yes.
Did she?
Yeah, so you're okay, Val.
Yeah, Val is one of our regulars, always tuning in and saying hello. Pam says it's so cute. I would hang this spring through summer at home.
Exactly, you could do, couldn't you? In fact, you could do, same as Erin was saying, a different one for each season, couldn't you?
Could you drill a little hole in these if you wanted to as well, if you wanted to hang them like that?
You can, but you do get the hangers.
Oh, of course you do.
You get the hangers or the
What
little.
am I thinking? Of course you get the hangers.
Yeah, or
Get with the
I'll
programme,
say an easel type thing to, you know, the stand. So
Yeah.
you could have it stood, obviously, or your hangers that go on the back.
Perfect.
So, you know, hopefully we've covered everything on that. You know, depending where people want to put them. Right, so we'll just add a few more pearls on here.
Sue says, hi Carol, loving the show. I adore your moss and sisal, which I call frippery.
Oh, that's Sue, isn't it? That's
Frippery. Sue Hardman,
Sue Hardman, yes, she does.
Frippery. I've never heard that. She says it last ages, smells great, it looks amazing.
Yeah, I think once you start using that, you will not do a project that's not got it on. You know, because it's just so easy to use, and it gives such a lovely effect as well. Let's just get that one onto there. As you can see, the pickup tool is amazing. I don't know what we did without this.
Yeah, it can be quite fiddly, can't they, those little gems without it. What's the other end for, Carol?
The other end, I'm just using that now, Joe, just to level these up.
Just to sort of centre them?
Yeah, because then, obviously, if you use your matte wax part, then obviously it's going to move it.
Yeah, you don't want
completely
wonky
move
pearls,
it.
do
Yeah,
you?
so that's what that is for, just to, you know, get it into the right position. So then I think we've about finished on that. So this is this one. Oh, are we? Yeah, we're flat, aren't we? Sorry.
Oh, there we are.
Fine. Yep. And then that is the different one, just with the with love, and then the happy birthday friend. So
absolutely
you know,
beautiful. Really, really gorgeous. And they come together so quickly, that's the thing, isn't it? You know, they're not not an all-day project by any stretch of the imagination.
No, and you can put whatever you want on today. You know, I've put quite a bit on there, but you could just have a sentiment and some flowers on the side, you know. And literally all I've done is covered those with paper beforehand.
Absolutely brilliant. I love them. And everyone at home is loving them as well, because you're getting all these designs, you get all 6 designs for that price. I know, it's amazing. Let me run you through the different shapes that you are getting. You get the stands and you get the hangers as well for them too, which is excellent. And they make a substantial size finished project, which is great. How are you going to put these together? What holidays are you going to be using these for? Which of all of those papers that you've got are going to be going on there? Is it going to be paper flowers, foam flowers? You really can get excited about these. Maybe you've got lots of multimedia products that we've been bringing to you. They are all going to work beautifully with these. I'm going to have to try and put this back together again before I'm going to lose some. There we are. We've got it all together in one piece. I want to share with you the Sweet Pea paper. Before I do that, let me show you some of the other finished ones of these that Dreamies have brought to us. And again, you can see here, that's how you use those hanging pieces that you've got just there. So you see the little hanger, really great that you can just stick that onto the back of there, which is wonderful. Or, of course, that's a great idea as well, sticking the string between the different layers there as well. Loads and loads of options when it comes to putting those together, which is brilliant. We are going to look next at the papers. 3 new sets of paper on the show for you today. This one here is the subtle sweet peas that you've seen. Really beautiful. Love the sort of calming lavender and grey tones that you've got. But the great thing, of course, about florals is that they are ever popular. They will always be popular. So really great to have in your stash. And nice that you get quite a lot of multiples of the same design within these two. $8.99 or $13.04 is your price there on those. We are going to move on to these florals in the front. You just saw Carol using them a moment ago. Let me show you as well. We've got the different baskets available on the show, and these ones here have been done with those florals in there, which I think is super cute. And you've got a little basket of eggs on the inside there too. And this is how they come to you, of course, all laser cut and ready to go. And then you can pop them out into these. They look amazing. Again, lots of you multi-ordering on these. They give you so much dimension there, as you can see. $14.99 or $21.74 if you want to get your hands on that particular bundle of goodness. Let me also share with you again the pearls. Very busy, 40% gone now on the pearls. Different colours in here for you, getting 100 in each of these. So you've got that wonderful sort of dusty purple, you've got that sort of taupey brown colour, the baby pink, that wonderful silvery grey, the royal blue, and you've got that lovely lemon yellow within there as well. $9.99 or $14.49 if you want those. The tulle though, over half gone now on the tulle. 2 different ends on there. So you've got that firm end and you've got that amazing pick-up end on there too. Very, very busy. I imagine that'll be one of the first items that goes today. I also want to share with you as well the MDF sentiments. That are these ones here. You get absolutely loads in these, which is brilliant. You can just pop these out. I think these MDF sentiments look brilliant with your other MDF items. They also look great on your standard card. So on a regular card, sometimes putting an MDF sentiment on it mixes up the medias and really gives it a sort of different point of interest there as well. And then some of these ones here as well that have got more of the open spaces on there. I love that Dreamies absolutely fill every single section of those A4, and you're getting 2 there for that price, which is exceptional value for money. $7.99 or $11.59. Now it's really busy on some of these items, and a lot of you have got a lot of stuff in your basket at the moment waiting for an opportunity to check out. So let's give that to you now. Hayley's got more demonstrations coming up for us in just a moment's time, but whilst you check out, here's all the details of one of our fabulous quick buys. Take a look.
Quick Buy, all your crafty must-haves in a flash. Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set. Quick buy. Get yours now.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Very, very busy. Lots and lots of you checking out there under that last piece of video. Let's move on. We've got more to share with you. Absolutely loads in the show. We're going to look at bunting next. Brilliant, because you get 20 pieces within here across the 2 different sheets, which is excellent. Let me show you how that looks when you make that up, because you can make some fabulous, fabulous items. I would have liked a glamorous assistant, but I couldn't get one, so John will do. But you can see there some of the great items. They are absolutely big and sizable. Thank you, John. Don't go anywhere, because we've got another one just there. Thank you very much. Again, you can see here what you can do. So whether you're using twine, or string, or ribbon, or any of those different things, they're all going to work. Thanks, John. He's not very chatty today, is he? No, he's very quiet today. I mean, it's a blessing however long it lasts. $7.49 or $10.86 if you want to get your hands on those. Bunting's great because yes, it's beautiful, but also it's so practical. You can find loads of different uses for it. I noticed the Jubilee celebrations coming up soon. Imagine making some wonderful sort of royal themed, Jubilee themed bunting would be a great idea for this, don't you think, Hayley?
It really would, yeah, especially in the red, white and blue. That would look really cute. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the largest triangle. So I'm only going to do the big one just so that we can focus on some of the other products as well. But then obviously I would finish this off and make a full string of it. But the nice thing is you do get quite a few big ones, you get quite a few medium and small as well. So you can actually make up the string in whatever sort of configuration you want to. So I'm using the Moody Purple papers here. So I've already covered my bunting. So if I flip it over, you can see it's just a plain MDF on the back, and all I did is just use my craft knife. As I said with scallops, it can be a little bit tricky, but just take your time if you want to cover them over, or obviously you can paint them as well. You don't have to put the papers onto there. So as the focal point on here, we're going to add a couple of layers. So to create these triangles, the way that I find it easiest is to get myself a piece of vellum. So what I'll do is I'll lay it over the top here and then get something straight and a pencil. In fact, it's easier with the MDF side. So before you cover it, if you line it up along the edge, so that's going to be one of the edges. And then if I just roughly draw and try and do it by eye and get it a certain amount away from all these scallops, you can then add yourself a line and then do the same on the opposite side. If we keep that lined up. And then this is going to make me a bit of a template for this triangle, and then you can save this obviously and use it every single time then. So obviously use a proper ruler, I've just got a nail file. But then I've created that triangle there as a template for myself.
Perfect.
So that is then how I got my next layer. And then again, trim it down a little bit or trim it slightly smaller, and then you can add a couple of layers onto there. So I'm just going to add the triangle on first. So I'm just again using Go-To glue for this. And then we're going to add a layer as well. It's one of the embossing folders that we bought last time we came, so it will still be on the website that I've used. So we can pop that onto there. And then, yeah, I've just got a white piece, and this is just the Itsy Ditsy embossing folder that's on the website. So then I'm just going to take a little bit of the Cobalt Dinky Inky, again, should be on the website if it's still in stock. Or you can use your Crafter's Companion inks as well, and we're just adding a little bit of blue just around the edge to tie that in. So then this is going to be the base then for the flowers that we're going to put on. So I'll just give that a little bit of an ink in there. It's just a little bit of a subtle change just around the edge, so it's not as blunt as you put it onto the...
Oh, we've got the Dinky Inkies on the website. I didn't know that. Oh, go check those out.
Right, so again, we'll add a little bit of glue just onto here as well. And then on the top of here, we're going to make some little bluebells with the embellishments. Well, that's a bit wonky. I'm not very good at this. Must have been the other way.
Oh, don't worry. We're friends. We won't point it out.
You can see my trick doesn't actually work when I can't actually see properly, though, does it? It doesn't matter if I've got a great layer. Right, so that's going to be the base on there. We can always add a little bit of frippery, as Sue called it in the comments, just to make that look a little bit neater there. Or obviously, take your time. That's another way to do it. So I'm going to use the bluebells here. So all I've done is I've just popped this out of the sheet and I've just trimmed it off because you do get quite long stems on them, just for, depending on what project you're doing. And I've just covered with a bit of green paint just the stem there. So then you get all of your little pieces, and I've started to do some of these, but I've just covered them with a little thin layer of white gesso. And then I'm just going to take, these are just some watercolour markers, something we might be bringing to you soon, you never know.
Oh, watch this space.
And I'm just adding a little bit of colour just on the top of there, and now this is when it gets quite dirty.
Do you still have those fancy bags that you did? Do you remember them?
We do, yes. We'll have to bring you some of those.
Can you bring those back for us?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, have a word, because they were fabulous.
So I've just added a little bit of blue on there. So you can use your Spectrum Noir, Spectrum Aquas, things like that. These are water-based, so obviously just bear that in mind once you've popped them on there, not to get too much water on the top because it might run. But obviously, depending on what medium you want to use, that's fine. So I've just added that colour on there, again, just with my finger. You can see I've made a right mess. And then just popping these out, and then these can layer onto the MDF there. So you've got all your pieces, and we're just going to add a little bit of the fine tip glue applicator just onto here, just on all the little buds there, just to layer that up. So we can line these up, and again, really simple. You don't have to worry about it. It's all been thought through for you, and this will layer up perfectly.
Could we glue it and then go, but then paint it if we wanted to?
Yeah, of course you can.
Is there nothing to stop you doing that?
No, whatever you prefer. This is just the way that I tend to do it, but yeah, you can do whatever you fancy. There's no rules in crafting. So we've just got the rest of the little buds then just for at the top. So it can be quite fiddly, but just obviously take your time and build that up. And then you do get the nice little, it's kind of like the end of the trumpet of the flowers, just to layer up along the bottom as well. Pop that on there, and then we'll just add a little dab of glue just along the bottom of them all, just to add the next layers on there. So again, a great focal point for on a card, or if you're making an MDF project or something like that. It's really cute and really fun to do. So get that the right way up.
Very, very busy across everything you've seen so far from the Dreamies. It seems that we bring more and more stock back each time, and then with that, we seem to end up still being busier and busier each time. So that's the second time you've been with us in the building, but we have featured your projects a fair few times of late, and they always are such a hit with our crafty family. So I'd love to see so many people coming back and reordering that have purchased from the range recently too. So people really, really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's lovely that people come back as well, and obviously you must be having fun with all the products then to come back and order even more. Right, so you can see we've got that nice little added dimension there. If I tip it to the side, you'll be able to see all the depth there. So then that's going to be the focal point. So it's similar to the bunting that we've got with the daffodil on. This is going to be the focal point there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of my Sisal or Sisal behind, and just a bit of hot glue just in the middle there, just to pop this little bit on. And again, you could colour tint this if you wanted to. Maybe put some of your re-inkers or something like that in a spritz bottle and change the colour that way.
Okie doke.
And then just a little dab of hot glue just on the reverse of this. Just sticking out. I'm going to cover that over with a little bit of moss and just make that a little bit more of a feature down here.
Nothing to stop you decorating both sides or having different designs on each side as well. I mean, they're totally reversible, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously then you would be able to make more bunting out of the collection, wouldn't you? And again, like you say, just switch it around, maybe do an autumn on one side, something spring on the other, and then just swap it round. So I'm just going to trim off my excess little bits of Sisal on there. So we've just got the moss just framing that, and then what we're going to do is we're going to create some little butterflies. So all I've got is, I won't run them through again just because we've already seen these flowers, but they are the sugared blooms. So I've just gone for the smallest flower. So if I just layer these two together so we can do them at the same time, I'm just taking my scissors and just cutting almost a curve into the centre there, if you can just see that part there, and then repeating on this side. And then just between these petals, I'm just going to nick in a little bit either way, just to create myself a nice little butterfly.
Oh, I love that.
So then we give it a bit of a shape, and we've got a nice rounded butterfly there, just to pop onto.
How cute.
The MDF there. So I'm just going to add a couple of the navy ones and maybe some of the floral ones as well, just fluttering around here. So you could obviously put your stamens underneath then as the antennae for the butterfly. If you wanted to, you could add a couple of pearls, whatever you fancy with this. And then I'm going to add all of my pearls around the edge, which is going to be fun. Right, so we'll just pop that one onto there. And we can always add a couple of little pearls just down the centre as well. So I've got my fine tip glue applicator. That's one of the best ways of doing your little blobs of glue for your pearls. And then we can add just a little dab just along all the edge there, and then we can use our pearl pickup tool. Again, makes it so simple. We'll skip them two because that's where my moss is. And then we can add all these around the edge there. So I'm using, it's the navy blue that you get in the kit. You know, like I said, you do get a nice mix of the colours that work with the paper pads.
You get a lot in there as well, don't you? You get, was it 100 of each, you're saying?
Yeah.
Roughly, there or thereabouts.
Yeah, I did have a count of one of the pots once I filled it. But yeah, that's roughly what you'll be getting, about 100 of each colour. You might get a couple less, a couple more, something like that, but it is within reason about 100. So we'll just add all these pearls just around the edge there. And then that'll be the focal point then for a bunting.
It makes such quick work of it, that picky up tool, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah, definitely. Right, so we can keep going, and then I can add a couple into the centres of my butterflies. Yeah, if I was doing this with just my fingers like I normally do, that'd take me ages. You'd be so bored by now, wouldn't you?
Or with a pair of tweezers and shooting all over the surface.
Yeah, that too. Right, so just pop those two onto there, and then two more just in the middle of this butterfly as well. And then obviously you could make up the rest of your bunting in the same sort of colours. You could do different if you want to, but it's completely up to you. And obviously that's the centrepiece then, kind of like the daffodil one on the other bunting. You can see it makes such a pretty focal point on there. And I mean, I love those little bluebells as well. I really do love the layering flower MDF. Like you say, it's something a little bit different for us, and it really does just set off your projects.
Yeah, it's nice to have it so dimensional as well, all those different sort of layers that build up to give you all that dimension. Let me just quickly recap then. You're going to get the bunting in here. I'll just show you one of the examples, which is this one here. The great thing as well is that you're getting 20 pieces across 2 sheets of A4 MDF that you have. That's actually a bit bigger than A4. So really, really lots of great value in there for you. £7.49 to grab that is really excellent value. You can use, of course, your Club Inspired discount as well on there. So don't miss out on those. The other one that you must, of course, get in your basket as well is the papers that Hayley has just used there. All of the papers are a quarter gone. Now, there are 3 different sets for you. So this one here is the moody purple that you can see. Love that kind of candy stripe. Oh, it makes the screen go funny, doesn't it? Look. You got the candy stripe there as well. The spots and dots. You've got a really good mixture of designs. Double-sided, 120 GSM, so perfect for covering those MDF pieces. The spring florals, which are these ones just here, you can see all those different floral elements that are within there. This is how they come to you. Over 30% gone here, on the way to a third of the stock. This is how they come to you. So you're going to pop all of those out, and then you're going to be able to layer those up. And then this is the kind of thing that you're ending up with there. A lot of you choosing, just change the details for you. This one here, the spring florals, you can see $14.99, $21.74. Definitely multi-order on those. I think you'll be finding loads of great projects that you can add those to, which is awesome. The other one that is really, really busy at the moment, along with the pearls and the pickup tools, is this. How much has gone here now? 60% of this has gone. No surprise whatsoever. The price is amazing. $6.99 or $10.17. You use your Club Inspired discount, of course, as well. You're getting full instructions in there. Yes, it's an Easter basket, and you've got 2 Easter sentiments within here. I'll just share those with you again. So these 2 elements here, you've got the Happy Easter and also farm fresh eggs on that one there. However, these pop out and you can absolutely take that sentiment away and use it somewhere else. Therefore, this basket is something you'll be able to use all the year through. Maybe you're going to use it for Mother's Day. Maybe it's going to be a lovely sort of summer basket. A lot of people say a Harvest Festival is another one you could use it for. Thanksgiving, it's going to look brilliant. I mean, I think it is a really great one to have, but you will need to be quick because 60% of the stock has gone. That does not include everyone that's got this sat in their basket at the moment. I'm not sure whether we'll be seeing this later. The Dreamers will be joining us, of course, twice more throughout the day. Remains to be seen whether that one will be there. Next up, I wonder if I can pick all these up at the same time. Look at that. We've got the pearls available too. So 6 different colours in here, roughly 100 in each pot. Got that lovely lemon yellow, the sort of dusty purple, that royal blue, the taupey blue, brown, the silver grey, and of course the baby pink, all in there. 600 pearls in there for you for that price, which is amazing. This one here is the pickup tool. Very busy. 60% of the pickup tool now gone. You've got the hard end, and you've also then got that sticky end there as well, which is amazing. Let me just grab the nesting planters for you as well. We haven't had a chance to see these demonstrated in this hour. You only saw it once. Oh, is there chocolate in there? I wonder what it is. Is it one of those ones? There's no chance that's going to last today. When George gets here later, that'll be gone. The planters are excellent. So what you're going to get is, you get 3 different sizes. This one here is an absolute whopper as well. Really, really big size, very practical. And then what you get is this next size down, which is this one here. That's been decorated with some of those elements. And then that one that I've been showing you as well. So you're going to get all 3 of those for that price, which is brilliant. $14.99 or $21.68 is your price there. Right, we need to do a vote on the card of the show. So let's have a look at Debbie's first. Debbie is waiting in the wings.
I don't think there's any hope of mine today with the pretty things that Dreamies have bought us, but we will show them anyway. So we've got the edgeable cards that we did with using those beautiful slimline edgeables on each side, number 1. And number 2 is the waterfall card, which we can now pull because that's all stuck together. So our waterfall card there, and that's number 2.
Excellent. And then we've got Hayley and Carol's as well.
Yes, so this is number 3 then, the Easter basket, the one that I did first. So the MDF basket there. Then we've got Mum's demo next, which is the heart palette art there. and the tulips on there. And then, my bunting triangle that we just finished off there, just using those gorgeous little bluebells there as well. So that's number 5.
Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You have the power, as Little Mix sang. Joan says, love the pearls. A stunning make again, says, should I MDF my newfound craft? Joan saying, great demo. And Sherry says, so cute, that bunting. Absolutely. Love it. Right, we are going to share. Ben has been getting up to all sorts of antics and fun here at Crafters TV with all the products that we stock. Take a look.
Pokey tools and paper pads, gilding, wax and stamping mats, scissors, glitter, builder blocks, faux snow fabric, rocker blocks, Bria's misters, quilting clips, and die brush tools, precision snips, finger daubers, acetate, stencils, glue guns and templates, Gemini Pro, Julia and the OG, Gemini Go, Mini and the MIDI, dry blend, brush pens, aqua pens and aqua blends, illustrators, classics and dry blends and color blends and glitter pens and sparkle pens, outliner pens. Fine tip glue applicators, envelopers, creators, stamping platforms, boxer boards, a big score and scoreboard, Nina card and craft card, glitter card, matte black card, graphics, wadding and adhesive sheets, glass mats, guillotines and pen trays, ball tool, die stamps, ink trays, mitre tools and binding tools and toe bags, USBs, bone folders and punches, low-tack tape, paint brushes, stamens, mountboard, flower forming foam, outline markers, DVDs, spell quick Triton pads and CDs, gilding flakes and washi tape, tacky glue, red liner tape, craft and sport press, sparkle pots, Centura, pearl and sticky dots, pigment, ink pads, chunky glue, body bags, all-purpose glue, embossing folders, blending tools, storage folders, much more too. Water reactive ink pads, body bags, craft magnets, year of craft and glue, stick and spray and stick away, dotty tape and split pens, acrylic paint pens, tape pens, watercolor card, rotary cutters, magazines and stamping card, ultimate Pro and the rotating design board, ultimate first compendium, Sarah signature collections, and don't forget discovery kits. Oh, and there's foam pads, think that's it. One final thing, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
Honestly, I was exhausted just watching that. Lots and lots of fun have I all there. Demo of the show. I'm sorry, Debbie, it is number 3.
Oh, yes, I would have chosen number 3.
Yeah,
absolutely.
number 3.
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Thank you, everyone. I won last time I was here too.
Hey, as it should be.
Right, that's amazing. It is throughout the month of March. It is Women in History Month. Yes, so
it's also
we
Crafts Month, isn't it?
Sorry?
National Crafts Month
And
as well,
National
yeah.
Craft Month. I mean, all the things happening in March.
I know.
I thought we were in April the other day, that's why. Someone said,
we were in April?
Someone tried to organise a night out at the end of March, and I said, oh, well, we're in April. I mean, next year. No, I'm wishing the year away, clearly. But there's been lots of important women throughout history. Any highlights for you, Debbie?
Well, Princess Diana was someone in history that
you look up to?
Yeah, absolutely. Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn, got a quote here from
Well,
Audrey
I know
Hepburn.
I've got a quote from Audrey
Well, go on,
Hepburn
you go
as well,
first,
and
then.
I just love it. So she actually said, why are you looking at me like that, Joe? She actually said that everything is, nothing is impossible, because the words itself, impossible, spells I'm possible.
Oh, I like that one. She also said, I believe in being strong when everything seems to be going wrong. I believe that happy girls are the prettiest girls. I believe that tomorrow's another day, and I believe in miracles.
Oh, me too.
Amazing.
That's just me.
Any women for you, Hayley, that stand out in history?
How far back in history?
As far as you want to go.
Yesterday or?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it could be.
Say your mum.
Yeah, true, my mum.
Yeah.
Definitely my mum. No, I would agree.
Oh, she's
Princess
over there.
Diana. Definitely Princess Diana.
Yeah, Princess Diana is a good one. Really is a good one. There's lots of other ones here for you as well. Beyonce Knowles says the most alluring thing a woman can have is confidence.
Oh, yes.
I like that one a lot. Alicia Key says females are the most beautiful, gorgeous creatures in the whole world. And I think we are gorgeous no matter what size we are.
That's very true.
It is true, yeah.
That one a lot. There's another one
Even
here.
if you're, can I just say, even if you're a baby, Charlotte?
A baby Charlotte.
Yes, we were talking about babies yesterday, and Charlotte
Right.
said babies are ugly. She said they come out. She said, do you know what she said?
I think she said, did she say all babies are ugly?
Yeah. She said, but you have to give them an hour, and then they're okay.
I think Jimmy would agree with that.
Really?
Babies are ugly, yeah. Well, he says they look like aliens.
See, I don't think there's an ugly baby.
Yeah.
I just think.
I mean,
they're all
some of them
ugly.
are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, some of them are.
Can't get an ugly baby.
A little bit. My favourite, I love Mae West, and one of Mae West's quotes is, I used to be Snow White, but I drifted.
To the
And
dark
what the other one
side.
she used to say? Keep a diary, because one day it might keep you. That was another great one. Marilyn Monroe said, hang on, we've got this one just here, let me open this up. Strong women don't have attitudes, we have standards.
Oh, I thought you were going to say sass then.
Yeah,
We
love
have
the sass. Dolly Parton says, if your actions create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are an excellent leader. Dolly Parton also said, it took a lot of money to look this cheap, which is one of my favourite ever quotes too.
So do you have an inspirational woman that you...
Inspirational women. There's loads, isn't there?
There's so many, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Maya Angelou is someone I really like.
Who?
Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou.
Yeah. And also, oddly, Eartha Kitt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love Eartha Kitt.
My mum-
really
we used to
interesting
have-
story
We used to have a remote control that spoke years ago.
of Eartha Kitt.
No, but my mum called it Eartha Kitt because she said
What?
it sounded like her.
Yeah, she had a sort of my champagne taste and your beer bottle
So the
pocket.
remote control was called Eartha.
Should I be ashamed to say I don't know that name?
Eartha Kitt, a sort of singer back in the sort of 50s, 60s.
Yep.
Do you want to know fun facts as well? She went through more personal assistants. Someone you probably know that me and John used to work with, a guy called Sean Ryan, was actually her personal assistant for a little while, back about sort of 25, 30 years ago, yeah. And she went through personal assistants at a rate of like one every couple of months.
A little bit of a diva, maybe.
As well, yeah, absolutely. And also the absolute queen, let's not forget Cher as well, who's, you know, the icon, the diva, you know. And also, no longer with us, of course, the lovely Betty White, who's an absolute matriarch,
Betty White,
wasn't she?
yes, absolutely.
Love
yes,
Betty White.
yeah.
So many, it's way
Michelle
too many.
Obama is one
And
for
I
me.
was thinking Michelle Obama
Michelle
as well.
Obama
Yeah,
is brilliant. I
definitely.
keep meaning to, I would say read, I can't read. I'm like, I can read.
I was just saying, you just read off of there, Joe. You did well for
What I
someone
mean is, I
that
don't
can't
really
read.
enjoy reading books.
I'm the
That'd
same.
be
I'm an
attention for us, but
audiobook
I have an
person. Yes.
Audible subscription. So I've been playing that. And one more shout out as well, because I mean, they could be alive still as well. The amazing Miriam Margolyes.
I knew you were going to say that's what I was. That's who I thought you were going to
mean,
say earlier.
If
so,
I was able to get away with it, I'd just be exactly like her. I think she is
no,
absolutely
you wouldn't
amazing.
get away with that, Joe.
No, I don't think so. At
We
least
might not
not
see you
here.
again tomorrow.
Not here at Crafters TV anyway. Carol, Hayley, I knew I was going to do that. Look, 2.5 minutes. She is behind me. That's why I was talking to Carol who's over there. Any inspirational women for you, Carol, throughout history?
I think Princess Diana as well. I loved Princess Diana, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Marilyn Monroe as well.
Marilyn Monroe, yeah.
Can we
Absolutely.
not forget the Queen? I
The
mean,
Queen, yes, the Queen.
you know, not to lots, but I think she's a remarkable woman.
She is.
Absolutely.
The longest reigning monarch in
I
the
know.
world. It's a jubilee, isn't it? What? Where are we now?
Platinum.
I was about to say next month. It's not now. I'm
June.
really struggling with the months. I don't know if you've worked it out.
Yeah.
June. Yeah, we get an extra bank holiday.
We do, yeah. I'm
Amazing.
away, I think, on that week.
Are you? Lovely. I'm at a music festival. So it'll be wonderful.
yeah,
Anyway, right, Hayley, that's what I was going to say. You're going to be back with us, aren't you, a little later throughout the day with what's left. So loads more demos to
Yeah.
look forward to.
Yeah, we've got some more palette art to share. We've got the little bunny gnomes to share as
Nice.
well. We've
They
got some of
are
those
super
demos.
cute.
Obviously using all the papers and the pearls and hopefully the pickup tool if it's still there.
Hopefully. Let me remind you then what's happening for the rest of the day, when you can expect to find everything, because obviously with daylight saving in the US, of course with some time changes, some places, this is something that threw me the other day, I learned some states have daylight saving and some states don't.
Oh. Is that to do-
Arizona, I know, doesn't have any daylight saving. I don't know which other ones don't. But it must be really confusing for them when they... Oh, and some bits of states don't, but some bits of states do.
It's very confusing, isn't it?
Very confusing. Anyway,
We don't have to worry about that.
no confusion, because if you are in the UK, of course, that's when you're going to find this show every single day. But for the rest of the day, craft along. Myself, Debbie Robinson and George will be up 2 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. on the West Coast. And then tonight, of course, Creative Cravings comes your way. 6 p.m. here in the UK, that's 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. for those of you over on the West Coast. Debbie, I know you're done for the day now. When are you back with us?
I'm not back till a week on Saturday, so yes, I know.
Nice.
I'm still working, got lots to do, yeah, busy bee. Some new launches as well coming up, so it's all exciting stuff.
All exciting stuff.
And can I just say, pleasure meeting you and your mum today, so really lovely. So
We've known you for ages.
I
just
know,
not
exactly.
physically known you.
It's so strange. So yeah, all good, Joe.
Yeah, it's been a great day so far. Loads still to come. Hayley and Carol sticking around. I think I'm back with you on that Saturday, so I'll see you a week on. No, I'm not. I'm on holiday. Sorry.
We'll have lots to catch up on.
Anyway, enough of that. We'll do this after the show. Don't go anywhere because you've only got another hour to wait. We'll be back with you. That amazing craft along and more from the Dreamies too. See you soon.